Number 25, Cavaliers.
Every once in a while, or is it?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
9 WLPO Sports.
Welcome to LaSalle Peru Township High School football, presented by Grazier's Plumbing and Heating.
The Cavaliers are brought to you in part by Autocraft Collision Center, Beck Oil Company, and the Bill Walsh Auto Group.
By Blackhawk Brokerage, Carpet Weavers of Peru, and Derek Brayton Edward Jones.
By Dressback Distributing, Eureka Savings Bank, and Family Pride Cleaners.
By First State Bank, Friends of Liz Bishop, and Gergovich Chiropractic.
By Heartland Auto Body, Illinois Valley Credit Union, and the Locker Room.
By MAP Quality Fencing and Deck, Spring Valley City Bank, and Subway of LaSalle.
By Taylor Services, Town and Country Services, Triple Service Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric, and WeTech Wealth Management.
Watch the Cavs all season on the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel, or listen on FM 1039, AM 1220, or with WLPO's mobile app. Now, LaSalle Peru Cavalier football, presented by Grazier's Plumbing and Heating on 1039 WLPO.
A very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Howard Fellows Stadium on the campus of LaSalle Peru High School for tonight's IHSA football contest, week number 2, between the host Cavaliers and the visiting Redbirds of Metamora High School. I'm Derek Brayton with Brian Zebron here tonight. We've got the exciting action coming up for you in just a few moments. Should be a nice game between a contrasting couple of teams here tonight. And Brian, welcome to the broadcast. It looks like it could be an interesting game for us.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, just seeing the excitement of them coming through, LP coming through the tunnel, first opening game of the season, just seeing what's going on here. The crowd, packed crowd tonight. Doesn't look like there's too many empty seats here. It's an exciting time, no doubt. Yeah, it's going to be a nice test for LP on their home opener as Metamora comes into tonight's ball game with a 1-0 start. They had an impressive debut at home last week as they took on a Sterling team that is generally a 5A or even a 6A playoff qualifying team, and they handled them with ease, 43-14. We'll talk about their players that we have to watch for here tonight. And LP last weekend had a disappointing loss, of course, for a game that took almost 20 hours to complete. Mother Nature didn't cooperate on Friday night, and they had to continue it on Saturday afternoon, and LP had a shot with a couple of minutes left in that game to tie it up, possibly send it to overtime, but it wasn't to be, and they've started out 0-1. That's one, it's a close one, and just looking at the game, the stats, everything going, I mean, that easily could have went either way for LP or UT, and, it just didn't come out right at the end, but could have been an easily winnable game, just a couple little things go different. Yep, hopefully tonight LP can turn the tide and flip the script a little bit and even their record at 1-1, get new head coach J.J. Rappelson his first victory. We'll hear from him in just a little while. Tonight's game is presented by Grazier's Plumbing and Heating. Their team is on the field 24/7. Try going a day without seeing their red vehicles. Find out more at grazerheatingplumbing.com. We thank them for their sponsorship and a proud sponsor of LP Cavalier football on 103.9 FM. And if you'd like to watch the game, check out the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel as presenting as well by Grazers. We thank them for that. The pregame is brought to you by Triple Service Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. If you're thinking about a new furnace, the experts at Triple Service will help you pregame a plan that's just right for your home and budget. And Brian, let's talk a little bit about what the Cavaliers might see tonight from Metamora offensively. Well, they've got a pretty set offense. It's pretty solid. They're looking at, they've got a real good quarterback and a good running back. I know the running back's being recruited by several big-time colleges, it sounds like.
last week, last week we had Jadon Cranford, their senior running back over there. He had 132 yards rushing, which they was just hard to stop him, I think, last week. But just a solid runner, a big kid, big, strong kid, fast, probably one of the fastest on the team, I would imagine. He's just something that's hard to stop.
Yeah, he goes 5'9", 190 pounds, and they had a couple touchdowns last week as well. Metamora is, in the past, has been a ground team. They run the ball almost exclusively, but this year they also have a quarterback who can throw it a little bit.
Yeah, and if you look at the rushing from them last week, they had 40 carries for 238 yards. It's a lot of running down on the field. And then when you compare that to their passing, you know, they had 3 touchdowns on passing with 141 yards, looks like.
So their quarterback is Stephen Petrie, 5'11", 195, so he can run the ball a little bit as well. He's got a strong arm and is very accurate. So the LP defense will have to be on their toes and watch those two players. The line is one of the bigger ones they'll probably see this year as well.
Yeah, definitely a dual threat there with that QB Petrie. He can throw the ball, he can run the ball, and he's definitely got to keep an eye on him tonight.
You're listening to the Triple Service pregame show. We'll take a short break. Come back. We'll talk about the game time weather. We'll hear from Coach J.J. Ravelson in just a little bit. Talk about the keys to the game when we come back on WLPO 103.9 FM.
Do you hate your boss? Working for a boss that cares more about the bottom line than he does you sucks. Needing a positive career change, more money? Then give me a call at Triple Service today. 815-539-3828. We are currently on the lookout for Rockstar HVAC and plumbing technicians. Work in a family atmosphere. More importantly, feel pride in knowing that your talents are appreciated. Again, Triple Service, 539-3828. Check us out on Facebook.
Leaves are changing, pumpkin spice is back, and you're rooting on your favorite team under those Friday night lights. Hi, I'm Spencer Lukey. Whether it's time to pregame or change the lineup in your retirement strategy, let WeTech Wealth Management quarterback your financial plan. A good quarterback pays attention to details, communicates effectively, and makes adjustments during the game. If you're ready to tackle your financial future, the team at WeTech Wealth Management will help you put together a winning game plan.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Stick around for more great rock after the game on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Welcome back to LaSalle Peru High School. Tonight's contest between the Cavaliers and the state-ranked Redbirds of Metamora. Let's talk a little bit about this beautiful night for football, Brian. It is game time weather sponsored by Town and Country. Town and Country Services, whether it's hot, cold, dark, or light, Town and Country is doing whatever it takes 24/7. To see what they can do for you, go to townandcountryservices.com.
Yeah, we got some beautiful weather, just like clockwork. As soon as the sun went down behind the trees, we got the lights on, ready for Friday night lights. It couldn't be a better game for football, really. It's supposed to be nice sweatshirt weather, enjoying every moment of it.
Yeah, we talk about the coolness, and it's been down in the 40s, which is perfect playing weather if you're a player, you know, carrying 20 pounds of equipment or so. You like it nice and cool. It might be a little brisk for the crowd, but it hasn't kept them from filling the bleachers here tonight. They're excited about this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, perfect weather if you're talking about the passing game, the running game. You know, your hands aren't cold, you're not hot. It's just the perfect weather to get a good football game to really see both sides of the ball here.
Very good. All right, we're going to talk now about some of the keys to this game for the Cavaliers. The keys to this LP Cavalier football game sponsored by Carpet Weavers in Peru. Carpet, tile, vinyl, or wood. Carpet Weavers can help you find just the right flooring. See them today at Carpet Weavers in Peru. Some of the keys that we're going to be looking for the Cavaliers.
Well, the Cavaliers, one of the big things last week, when you look at it, we got the local receiving leaders, for instance, on passing receiving. If you look at the top 5 receiving leaders in our area, 4 of the top 5 are here from LP. We got Zellers last week with 5 receptions for 94 yards. We got Moheiser with a very nice catch for 53 yards and a touchdown. Rinkewis with 3 for 31, and then Campbell with 2 for 27. So we got some real good passing going on here at LP football.
Defensive side of the ball, Brian?
Defensive, it's pretty solid. It's a big line. You know, I think big, or I should say more so strong. It's not so much really big, but it's a big, strong line. The guys have been in the weight room all summer working hard, and you're going to see some hard hits tonight, which is, you know, just fun for these Friday nights.
Yeah, they've got to focus on Cranford, no question about it, and with another eye on Petrie in the running department, so they'll have their work cut out for them. We're going to hear from head coach J.J. Raffleson. We're listening to Cavalier football on 103.9 FM WLPO. Back in a moment.
Ever since we got the new car, we've been planning our great summer adventure. We mapped out the trip, stocked up on supplies, didn't miss a thing. 2 weeks and counting. Then, Dad backed into Mom's car. He was fine, but the car wasn't. So he called Autocraft Collision Center in LaSalle. Autocraft wrote up the estimate, scheduled the work, and got the car back to us looking brand new in time for our great summer vacation. Thank you, Autocraft.
For quality, warranted collision repair, call Autocraft Collision Center on 8th Street, LaSalle at 223-5555.
The LP Cavalier pregame show continues with our coaches interview tonight. And again, I'm joined by LP head coach J.J. Raffleson. And Coach, you went on the road in week 1 and played a very good United Township team, and it was a back and forth game. In the end, you guys fell just a couple points short. What were some of the takeaways for you, Coach, based on the week 1 game?
You know, our boys fought. They fought hard, especially coming back, like you mentioned, for 2 days. To have to do, you know, a quarter and a couple minutes on Friday, then we get delayed for an hour and a half, and then they end up calling it, and then having to go home and go to bed, get up, get back all of our stuff prepared on another bus, another hour and a half ride to repeat stuff on Saturday. But I thought they handled the adversity well, which is something I just implement to them day in, day out, that life's going to throw you curveballs, but it's all about how you adjust. I think they did adjust pretty well. Obviously, we had our ups and downs when it came to it, but I do believe they fought hard. I do believe that they never quit, and they always kept pushing. We just didn't execute when we really needed to at certain times, which is where we need to keep learning and growing.
Coach, this week, obviously your first, practice week after a game. How's practice been this week for the Cavs?
Good. The boys have been, paying good attention to details of what we need them to do and fine-tuning our game plans for this week's tough matchup with Metamora. They're a good team there, got a lot of good players. But when it comes down to it, I always tell the boys, it's all about how you respond. It's, after a week like that, and how we take our game plan and we implement this moving forward. It's all we can control is what we do every day here on out. So we just got to keep pushing forward and keep growing and learning.
You mentioned, Coach, you got a tough one this week, state-rated Metamora team. Obviously a lot of history there. They got they got a new coach, just like a lot of teams in our area, LP included. What have you been able to look at this year's Metamora club? I know there's only one game in, but what are you guys looking at as far as this Metamora team? They run heavy, spread it around. What do you think?
I mean, they have, over the last, I think it's been the last 4 years, they have a Division I running back. So he seems to be healthy, and they like to give him the ball. There's no doubt we would do the same thing. But when it comes down to it, they're going to do what they see fit based on our game plan and what they and vice versa, right? Anticipation-wise, I don't know really necessarily what they're going to come out, but if they're going to throw or they're going to run. But I just tell our guys, especially on the defensive side, make sure you know in all your jobs, your responsibilities. We're planning for everything and make adjustments from there. But they're a good ball team. Like you said, state-ranked. But we got to live up to the challenge. Our kids understand that it's a game, right? We're all human beings. So what we got to do is do what we can control, and that's implement our game plan, play hard, play fast, play together, and never hold anything back, because every play you don't get back. So you just got to keep pushing forward and making things happen.
Coach J.J. Ralphson, looking forward to your first game at Howard Fellows as a head coach?
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I'm hoping the environment's great. I think there's going to be a lot of people that come out and see this game and cheering the Cavs on, and what we're trying to do, what we're trying to change and implement here in the program under me. And the boys are responding. They're coming together. You know, we got a good freshman class as well, so I'm excited to watch those guys, because they work hard just like our varsity does all summer long. Those boys had a great game last week. So, you know, between them, seeing that, and then seeing our varsity team come on out and see what they can do, I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for the boys and the team. I just want to see the community, see the excitement that the players see, and just keep moving this program forward.
Last thing I had for you, Coach, is our Autocraft Collision Center injury update report. From the press box, it looked like you guys came away pretty clean on the injury front. Is that the case?
Yeah. For the most part, we're pretty good, right? You know, everyone's got bumps and bruises, right? They're starting to understand the difference between being injured and hurt. Like when you come away from the game of football and you don't have bumps and bruises, right? And you're not like, oh man, I am really sore. Like that's part of the game. We're hitting each other for 48 minutes and trying to make things happen, right? So when it comes down to it, we're overall pretty healthy.
Looking forward to it, Coach J.J. Raffelson. Good luck in week 2, and go get those Redbirds.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
All right, that was head coach J.J. Raffelson, and the coach's interview was brought to you by Autocraft Collision Center in LaSalle. If you happen to slide into trouble this fall, Autocraft Collision Center is there to help. For trusted collision repair, call Autocraft Collision Center. Well, we're just set for the kickoff. LP has won the toss. It's brought to you by WeTech Wealth Management. WeTech Wealth Management in LaSalle. Don't leave your financial future up in the air. Contact the professionals at WeTech Wealth Management in LaSalle for sound investing and financial advice. We're just about to get underway. Metamora is set to receive. They're running back Cranford back just inside the 5-yard line. And Aiden Pantoja will kick off, the left-footed kicker for LP. Here we go to get underway. And it's a little pooch kick, just short. And it looks like it's going to go out of bounds near the 40-yard line. We got a flag down. That means the ball went out of bounds. That was a nice little kick there. LP had a chance to recover it, and unfortunately caromed out of bounds there, Brian.
That was close. I'll tell you what, I almost thought we were going to get the ball right there at the close to the 40 to get it back. But
well, a gamble early. Well, a gamble. Coach Rappelson, it caught Metamora by surprise. One player for Metamora and one for LP battling for that ball, and the ball caromed off both and went out of bounds. Penalty flag flew, and it's going to be marked at the 45-yard line. That's where the Redbirds will start their first possession of the night, 1st and 10. In the backfield is the quarterback with Cranford. Motion to the near side is the tight end. Back to throw. He's got a man out across the 40 to the 45. Cuts it to the outside across midfield, and he's out of bounds near the 40-yard line. It looks like receiver is Jason Pickles. Is that right, or is that number? Yeah, number 2, Jason Pickles. Made a quick little screen pass and gets cleared down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 yards on the play.
nice solid hit there by Gio Labrenzi to take him down.
The Redbirds come out in a spread formation, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Lone setback is the fullback. And it is quarterback keeper here, and he's under pressure, and he's going to go down for a loss outside the 40-yard line. Moheiser in on the hit. Lineman helped out, a loss of 2 yards on the play.
And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I tell you, Moheiser wrapped him up there, and I tell you, that's a big kid with some strong arms and just took him down.
Now the Redbirds come out again to the line of scrimmage. Receivers right and left. It's Petrie with Cranford in the backfield. Now he's back to throw. Looking over the middle. He's got his man. That's Pickles again. He's inside the 35 near the first down. It's going to be marked about a yard short, and ball might have popped loose, and we've got now a late flag comes in. And some of the players are mixing it up down there.
Looks like we had a fumble. We had about five, 6 LP players right there, but it looks like Metamora got it back.
Yeah, Pickles came out with the ball held high, and there was some pushing and shoving. It looked like it was over, and an official came in through a flag. We'll see what the call is here. Be a gain of 11 on the play. We'll see who gets charged with the penalty. Personal foul against Metamora. Offsetting fouls. So personal foul each way. Looks like it'll be 3rd down. The play will stand. A gain of 11 on the pass from Petrie to Pickles. They've got some speed. They come out throwing here. A little bit unexpected. And now they face 3rd and 1. Ball resting right at the 30-yard line near hash mark. Metamora moving from our right to our left. And Petrie in the backfield with Cranford. Here's the give to Cranford. Big hole right side. He's got the first down. And he's inside the 25-yard line. Brought down there by Morheiser, Mason Morheiser. Another linebacker. 6'3", 195 junior brought him down from behind. A gain of 6 on the play and a first down. So Metamora is moving the ball. They started at their own 45-yard line after the kickoff penalty. They've moved it down to the LP 25-yard line. Lone setback is Cranford. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, out split wide. Another screen to the right side, and didn't catch that, did he?
He kind of bobbled it there, but
bobbled it and hung on. Looked like it went to the ground. Everybody stopped. No whistle, and the player kept going. I'm not sure if that was number.
Looks like he bobbled it, almost like as if he was going to pass it. Screen pass.
Is that Cranford again? Not sure who that was on that play. It's hard to see the numbers. So, guy on the far side, he's got Metamora's got some small numbers on the front of their jerseys, and looks like that might have been Kylan McMillan, senior wide receiver. I thought he dropped the ball right to the turf and back up into his hands. Everybody stopped, and he took off around the right end. The officials are talking about it.
Almost looked like he bobbled it a little bit as if he was going to maybe throw it or some trickery, but
they're going to let the play stand. So gain of 19 on the play down to the 9-yard line. And Metamora's inside the Edward Jones Oglesby office red zone. In under center, crowd booing. They thought he dropped the ball as well. Here's the give now to Cranford. He's hitting the backfield, and he's swallowed up by the defensive line. In there quickly for the Cavaliers, Griffin May. Put the initial hit in the backfield, and there to clean it up at the line was Caden Small and a few others. No gain on the play. They marked the ball just inside the 10-yard line, Brian, so they cannot get a first down. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. Maybe a loss of a half a yard on the play. Cranford in the backfield again with Petrie out of the shotgun. Here is the keeper. He's following his blockers up the middle is Petrie, the quarterback. He's got some running room down to the 5-yard line. Piled on by the green. Again, Small in on the play. Also number 44 for LP. That is Caden Small. Mason Morheiser, the other to help out.
Caden Small is one of them tough kids. He's started every year he's been here at LP, and he's a member of the 1,000-pound club for weightlifting. Strong guy.
Wonderful.
That's good. They needed him there. It's 3rd and 5, 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 5. Single setback is Cranford. He's going to get the handoff. Running left side, bounces off a tackle, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. He got hit right at the 4-yard line, and the LP defender couldn't quite wrap him up. He bounced off, and then he had nothing but 4 yards of green for a touchdown.
And he's just a big kid, hard to take down, and just a solid runner. Big, strong, fast kid.
And they've got him listed at 5'9", 190. So they're going to go for 2. Petrie takes the snap, runs off right tackle, big hole, and he's got it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 7:59 remaining in the first quarter, Metamora scores on a 5-yard run by Cranford. Petrie adds the 2-point conversion run, and Metamora leads here 8-0. So Brian, they got a break on the kickoff. The ball went out of bounds when it appeared LP might be able to gather that one in. Not really an onside kick, but a little pooch kick. Ball caromed out of bounds. The Redbirds got it at the 45-yard line, and had some good combination of running and passing, and were able to move it into the end zone.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to wrap up on that Cranford. He's just a heck of a running back getting through there, but we've got some solid players going to be able to wrap him up here as things go, I hope.
And a 9-play drive for Metamora. 9 plays, 55 yards. Cranford caps it off with the 5-yard run. Now to kick off on left-footed kicker for Metamora as well. Back to receive for LP is Zellers on the near side. And they do a little pooch kick. It's going to go to the up back at the 32-yard line. He goes to the turf. That looks like it might be small again. No, that's Hackenberger. Nick Hackenberger hauled it in at the 32-yard line and went to the turf. So LP will have their first drive start in pretty good field position. 7:57 remaining in the first quarter. Metamora up 8-0. Marian Persic, the sophomore quarterback for LP, brings the green and red to the line of scrimmage. He's in the shotgun formation, single setback. Moriarty now in motion to the far side goes Elmig. He's going to throw right off the bat, and it's a little bit too far in front. That was intended for Landon Zellers on the slant pattern from the right side, and it goes incomplete. So LP as expected. Ryan comes out throwing and had a nice zip on that ball, and Zellers couldn't quite gather it in. It'll be 2nd and 10. That's Hackenberger in the backfield with Persic. Receivers right and left, double slot formation. And now coming out to the near side is Hackenberger for trips. 5 wide. In the backfield himself, Persic. Quick throw to the left side. It got tipped at the line of scrimmage and fell short of the intended receiver on the far side. That looked like Hernandez. Angel Hernandez was there. The big defensive end for Metamora got his hands up and tipped that one away. Not sure who that was. Again, it's a little difficult to see the numbers. Points. But the right defensive end for Metamora with a nice play. Incomplete. 3rd down, 3rd and 10, 32-yard line. Persic fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Running left side. He's got some room, and then he's hit by a linebacker there for Metamora after a gain of just a few yards. It's going to bring up 4th down. Looks like he got 3 on the play. An option play for Persic there. He kept it. Had a little bit of running room, then got tripped up after a gain of 3. 4th and 7 for the Cavaliers.
And in comes the punting unit. I don't think the punting unit saw any action last weekend. Not a single punt in the game, I understand.
Well,
they're going to get it here. Looks like Reese Dorr will do the kicking for the Cavaliers. Back to receive is the ever-dangerous Cranford, standing at his own 33-yard line. A high spiraling kick. Cranford's going to let it go, and he gets away from it. And it's going to bounce inside the 25-yard line of Metamora. Nice roll.
Took a really good bounce there. That helped a lot to see it bouncing on the grass instead of getting in his hand, in Cranford's hands for sure.
38 and 7, 45-yard punt there for Dorr. Nice roll, as you said, on the turf. Cranford almost got in the way of that one, but it bounced down, and LP covered it up at the 23-yard line. So Metamora starts this one a little bit deeper in their own territory with the 6:45 mark. LP goes 3 and out. And Metamora, again, with 3 receivers split wide. Petrie in the backfield with Cranford. Takes the snap, delay handoff to Cranford. He's got running room. He's got a big hole down the right side. He's down the sidelines, 45, and he's knocked out of bounds inside LP territory. He got outside real quick, found a little hole in the off right tackle and cut it to the sidelines, and he almost was gone right there. Big pickup on the play. I guess he stepped out at the 41-yard line before he was driven out. It'll be a gain of, well, let's do my math real quick here. 27 and 9, 36-yard carry for Cranford on first down. He got Metamora out of the hole here. Petrie and the running back. We've got a little penalty on the running back. That's a different one in there than Cranford. They gave him a breather. That is Keon Allen. He got caught leaning, and it's going to be the first penalty of the ball game, and it goes against the Redbirds. For a false start. Moves it back to the 46. And it's 1st and 15. Now Cranford back in the ball game after getting a breather. 3 receivers to the near side. Tight end to the right. Here's the handoff, and he's got nowhere to go. The defensive line does a great job that time as they smothered him up for a loss on the play. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play, out to the 49-yard line.
Like that was great house on the tackle, but there was a bunch of them on there. So many LP Cavaliers, it was kind of hard to see the numbers.
Yep, Keon Allen was the carrier there, it looked like, number 21. 5'11" junior, 200 pounds. They've got some horses in the backfield. I think that's him again, standing next to Petrie, receivers right and left. Back to throw Petrie, looking right side. He's got a man on a curl pattern. He's inside the 40. And knocked out of bounds. Coverage on the far sidelines by, looks like Gio Lagrenzi. He slipped up. They ran a little curl pattern. It'll be 3rd and 6 now. 3rd and 6 for the Redbirds. After that completion down to the 37-yard line. Petrie in the backfield again. Spreads the receivers out to the near side. Slot formation. Single setback. That is. And Petrie's going to keep it running left side. He's got running room. 35 inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. And he's got another Metamora first down. A good fake on that time to Allen. Petrie kept it and faked out the Cavalier team and the announcer here.
It was a heck of a fake. Luckily, we had the two on our side there to make sure it didn't get too far.
First down for Metamora. Gain from the 36, went down to the 28-yard line. Pickup of 8. First and 10 again for the Redbirds. 5:15 to play, first quarter. They're up 8-0. And Allen again in the backfield with Petrie. Delayed handoff. Allen trying to run left. He's got nothing. And the ball comes loose, but the runner was down. That is number 66 for LP. That's Camden Greathouse. Made the initial hit, and Morheiser came in for help. It's going to be a loss of 4 on the play. Be 2nd and 14. Nice play defensively by Greathouse.
Yeah, for a big defensive lineman to get in there that fast, show that kind of speed, that's impressive.
Yeah, Metamora certainly has a size advantage up front, the big 5 in the middle. And now power formation to the left side, tight end and tight setback. I formation. We've got a flag going down here. Let's see what the call is here. I didn't see any movement. Might be a timeout, but we still had a flag.
They're waving the flag off.
Wave the flag off, and we got a timeout. Timeout, Metamora, their first of the half. They came out in a power formation there, and the first time we've seen the I backfield and Petrie under center. They had some issues there about what the play was going to be, so they called a timeout. We'll talk about our uniform description now. Family Pride is the sponsor of our uniforms. The Cavalier uniform description brought to you by Family Pride Cleaners. Proud LP alum, Family Pride Cleaners takes pride in their work, just like the Cavaliers. Follow Family Pride Cleaners on Facebook today. And the LP Cavaliers now in their usual green jerseys, green pants, red and white stripes down the legs and on the shoulders, green helmets, and the LP logo on the side. Metamora in all white uniforms with red numbers, a little bit difficult to read, black helmets and the Redbird logo, the Cardinal logo. And they're back in action now. Here's the give to Cranford. Bounces off some tackles on the inside, slips to the outside. He's around the sidelines and out of bounds. We do have a flag that comes in, thrown by the back judge.
Look like we're possibly going to have some holding there on Metamora.
Threw the flag from clear in the backfield there, but LP catches a break there, I think, if it is holding. The Metamora running back, that is Cranford. Boy, he tried to run it off right tackle. There was nothing there, bounced off and went to the outside, picked up about 17 yards there before he ran out of bounds, but it's all for naught. That's coming back. The holding call is a spot foul. 10-yard penalty. Looks like it happened at about the 31-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd and 22 for the Redbirds. Happened just behind the line of scrimmage. Ball's on the 40. Receivers, twins to the near side. Now in motion comes Cranford. Petrie's going to keep it. He's rolling left. He's got nothing. Good defensive play there by Hackenberg. He read that one perfectly and beat Petrie to the spot. Brought him down behind the line of scrimmage.
It's like Hackenberg knew what the play was coming there or something. He just got in that backfield and took him down.
Yeah, the ball fake to Cranford didn't fool Nick Hackenberg. Maybe he was set to spy on Petrie. It was a loss of 2 on the play. Ball back now at the 42-yard line. 3:37 to play, first quarter. 8-0 Metamora. And they've got a ton to go. 3rd and 24. And Coach Nick Dolinsky, we'll see what he's got up his sleeve here. 3 receivers spread out, and we've got whistles again. And another timeout, I believe. Coach for the Redbirds not pleased with that formation. We'll keep it here right now. 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Metamora impressive on that first drive. Ryan, this one they've kind of stalled, shot themselves in the foot a little bit with the holding penalty, but LP defense has stepped it up.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, with that holding penalty, when you look at it, that's why he broke out hard, too. I mean, that hold is what got the running back from Metamora to get up down the field a lot more. So I was glad the referee seen that one.
Yeah, but well, they have to be aware of Cranford because he has some wheels. He got outside quick and down the sidelines and doesn't like to take a hit there. He runs out of bounds. He's done that a couple of times on his own when a defender's closing in, but
and I'll tell you, when he's running, he looks like that collegiate running back. He just has he just has everything to him that he's been there.
Yeah, he's got that size to it, 190 pounds. Back to the line of scrimmage comes the Redbirds. Petrie brings his team out. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side. Got a slot man in the backfield, and Cranford back to throw. Petrie, he's got time, looking down the middle, and it is incomplete, almost intercepted there by the LP defensive back. That's Reagan Dorr. And the pass goes incomplete. He almost had it, and then he fell to the turf and the ball came out, but incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 24.
Beautiful coverage. You could see Petrie looking down the field, looking left, looking right, and there was just nothing there until the very end. Thought he'd try something, but
yeah, he had a receiver breaking. Door cut right in front of him and almost picked that one off. Punting now for the Redbirds, standing at his own 44-yard line. They're going to kick it away on 4th and forever. Number 33 almost got it blocked, got it away. It's going to be taken at the 6-yard line, out to the 10, to the 15, to the 21-yard line before he's traveled down. That looks like that Dorr again, Reagan Dorr.
Yeah, with a beautiful block by Rylan Rinkewicz there, too, to get that upfield a lot more.
It looked like about a 10 or 11-yard return there out to the 21-yard line. So LP defense holds, and a nice series for LP. Metamora got out of the hole. They started on their own 23-yard line and then had a huge run right off the bat. And then LP was able to hold them, and the benefit of the holding call, they were able to turn the ball over on downs. Ball on the 21-yard line. Now Persich in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the near sides, got lots of time, throws deep down the sidelines, or down the middle, I should say. Looked like it was headed toward the sidelines and came down at the hash marks. That was intended for Zellers deep, and he threw in. It'll be 2nd and 10. Persich had some time to throw there. It's good to see the offensive line giving him some time. It's 2nd and 10, ball on the 21, 2:50 to go, first quarter. Persich in the backfield, shotgun in motion, quick swing pass out to the 22-yard line, diving forward to the 24-yard line. That is Griffin May. He came in motion, and Persich hit him on a little quick screen. They're going to mark him at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4. 3rd and 6 for the Cavaliers.
Nice solid run there by May. He's a heck of a runner, heck of a hitter.
Yeah, he's a really good athlete, good baseball player as well. And he showed it there. He got hit after about a yard gain, got another 4 yards. Now it's 3rd and 6. Persich at the 20-yard line, takes the snap, back to throw. Here comes some pressure from the middle. He throws, and it's tipped away. Good coverage. That was intended for Rafe Helming. And good coverage defensively. Number 3 for the Redbirds. That's Kylan McMillan was there to meet the pass and break it up. It's going to be 4th and 6 for the Cavaliers. Looks like they'll have their second punt of the game, another 3 and out for LP. Ball at the 25-yard line near hash mark. And back to kick number 11. That's Reese Dorr. He gets it away. Line drive angled to the right sidelines and goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. The official wasn't back there. Now he's going to, oh, well, the guy in the white hats didn't do it. He's just guesstimating there. They're going to mark it out at the 40-yard line.
Nice punt by Dory. You want to keep it out of number 1's hand there. It's a nice, hitting the sideline. Very nice.
Yeah, second good one of the night. 35-yard punt, no return, but Metamora holds LP again to just 3 plays there. And now they take over with 2:02 left, first quarter. Their third series here. LP forced the punt on the last one. Cranford back into the backfield for the Redbirds. They got a single tight end to the left side, 3 receivers to the right. Petrie stands at his 35. He's going to do a pitch to block in the back, and there's the flag. LP held at Cranford anyway. He got out to the 37-yard line. Would have been a loss anyway. Here's a choice: block in the back and add yards, or do you take the 2-yard, 3-yard loss? Hackenberger came over, Brian, to make the play. He read it well and had the sights on Cranford. He got shoved in the back. They're going to decline the penalty. They'll take the 2-yard loss. Ball's going to be at the 43-yard line, and it'll be second down, 2nd and 12. Petrie in the backfield again with Cranford. Receivers right and left. He's going to keep it himself. Fake to Cranford, and now he's going to be wrapped up by Hackenberger behind the line of scrimmage again.
LP wasn't looking for that. Fake didn't work. It was beautiful.
Yeah, another delayed handoff. It's kind of a run-keep option there, and Petrie pulled the ball and tried to run it himself. I guess they'll give him progress back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 12 now for the Redbirds. All back at their own 38-yard line. So Cranford again in the backfield. 2 receivers split out, double tight end set. Petrie sends Cranford in motion to the right side, fakes the pitch, and there's right there to grab him. This looks like Hackenberger again. He is everywhere for the Cavaliers. He's certainly has the sights on Petrie, and he brings him down after just a gain of a yard. Another forced punt by the Cavaliers. Great play by Nick.
This whole drive, the Cavalier defense is just looking incredible. Very nice.
So we're inside 30 seconds to play as the clock continues to run. It looks like Metamora is going to have to get this one off. There's only 9 on the play clock. So we're winding down the end of the first quarter here. There's the snap. Kick on the way. Low wobbler to the near side. They're going to let it go. And it's going to roll out of bounds at the 28-yard line. So that will end the first quarter. Metamora with an 8-0 lead over the Cavaliers after the initial possession. They scored on a 5-yard run. And you're listening to LP Cavalier football on WLPO and the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. We'll be back in just a moment.
When a play breaks down on the field, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt professional service. That's why Town & Country Services is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure that your plumbing, heating, and cooling breakdowns are taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country offers free estimates and affordable rates. Their licensed professionals and friendly staff have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. Search Town & Country Services and call them anytime you have a breakdown at home.
70 years of serving our members, and we invite you to be one. Hi, this is Steve Piano from Illinois Valley Credit Union. IVCU was established in 1955 to help the employees of Marquette Cement Company. 7 years later, IVCU is here to help anyone living, working, and worshiping in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties. IVCU probably serves over 4,000 loyal members, and you can be one too. Checking and savings accounts, credit cards, auto and personal loans, and more. Stop by IVCU in Peru or Princeton, or visit our website, ivcu.com. Celebrating 70 years of serving Illinois Valley. IVCU, you are who we are. Member NCUA.
Feel smarter. Start your day with Rod and Tom and Starved Rock Local News and Talk on 103.9 WLPO.
Joe was selected in the first round of the NFL draft, the third overall pick by the Washington Redskins. He went on to play 9 seasons in the NFL.
Well, there's a slight pause in the play. The LP High School is going to recognize a alum, Joe Rogan. He's in the Hall of Fame for LP and is a Pro Bowler in the NFL for the Washington Redskins, the third pick back in 1957, I believe, and he's being honored here.
I believe Mr. Rutkin's name is up there by the scoreboard with some of the other professional football players we've had here at LP in the past.
He's being honored here, and I guess he's down here at the south end of the stadium out on the 10-yard line, and congratulations to him. The second quarter of tonight's ball game is brought to you by Spring Valley City Bank. Football isn't the only winning program with a rich history in our community. Spring Valley City Bank has been helping with all your banking needs for 120 years. At Spring Valley City Bank, they know that experience and relationships matter. Brian, start the second half. The LP defense has come through the last two possessions against Metamora, and
yeah, that was a solid stand that last drive. And if you're looking at the running back they're up against here and some of the the incredible athleticism that kid has, that was incredible stop right there to get those 4 and out.
So they take over at the 30. They got it at the 28-yard line. Persich takes the direct snap, bounces off a tackle, runs to the left side. He's got some running room out across the 30, 35, 40 to the near sideline, and he's going to be brought down very late there.
That should definitely be a flag.
And now we've got flags going everywhere as we've got a scrum on the sidelines.
Got Metamora running halfway across the field, trying to.
Their coaches are holding him off. That was definitely a late hit on the LP quarterback after he was long out of bounds.
Yeah, that was totally unnecessary. It was very obvious. You're outside right there on the outside. The green. Totally unnecessary.
There's all kinds of flags down. Yeah, Persich had stopped running, and one of the defenders grabbed him from behind, threw him down. There was a big pile up. The Cavaliers ran to defend their quarterback, and then the scrum was on. The Metamora coaches, give them credit. They kept their team on their sidelines, and the official let the officials handle it. I saw the officials signaling an ejection. We'll have to see who that is. I thought it was on a Metamora player, but we'll see.
Yeah, there's times where you're just running the sidelines and you want to get a good hit, but that was well after it was obvious.
Yeah, Persich was clearly on the thick white out of bounds line, and I'm not sure where they even marked him out. There's players were everywhere. There's pile up there. Persich is fine. He's up on his feet.
He's a strong kid. Obviously, he can handle it. But just when you get by those sidelines, you got everything on, like from your water jugs, your benches, everything. That's just not safe whatsoever.
Right. So the refs are trying to sort this one out. We're 12 seconds into the second quarter, and they're trying to sort this out.
It was a great break, though, there by Marianne to get on the outside, break a tackle or two, I believe, and get down the field like that, though. Some real great rushing yards for Marian Persich.
Yeah, he tried to go up the middle and then bounced to the outside to the left. He had a guy try to make an ankle tackle, and he stepped through that, and he was down the sidelines. A big run. The original line of scrimmage at the 28-yard line. He's somewhere around the 30 in Metamora territory. So that's a big run. There's going to be a penalty somewhere. The refs are talking to Coach Rappelson on the near side, talking to Coach Dolinsky on the far side. They're done with Coach Rappelson. We'll see what's going to happen. It looks like the ball's going to, well, the refs are picking up their flags at the 30. Well, some excitement in this one here. It's
yeah, definitely some emotions running high, which you can understand, but at the same time, I just don't like when that's players running halfway across the field for Metamora. A good thing, looks like the coaching staff and everything kind of kept them in check.
Yeah, they sure did, but in fairness, LP's entire team was running down to the scene of the tackle there, and there was some pushing and shoving. They're coming over to support their players as well. The LP players were there, but they were on the sidelines. You're right. So we got a personal foul. There's one on Metamora, offsetting penalties again. Personal foul on Metamora. And that player is ejected. Now, I don't know who that is. So there was offsetting personal fouls and then another personal foul called on Metamora, and a player was ejected from the game. I don't see that player being escorted off. He may already be out of the stadium here. We'll see. There's a player over walking on the far sideline. That must be him. I don't know.
I can't catch a number all the way that far away, but yeah, it looks like that's going to be our player that's ejected, no doubt. Walking down to the south side of the field.
Yeah, can't really tell again. Hard to see. LP takes over at the 15-yard line. A little pitch behind to number 13. That's Reggie Boatner. And there was nowhere to go from him. A big loss on the play as Metamora was right in the thick of that one. A big loss. Let's see, we got another sideline warning, but it's going to be a loss. Ball's back to the 24-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10 on the play. On the pitch, out of the shotgun. Persich stands at his 29-yard line. Single setback. He's rolling to his left. Looks, fires out. He's got a man at the 20 to the 15. That's Moorheiser down to the 11-yard line.
Nice run after the catch by Moorheiser to keep that.
Now, Moorheiser came from the right tight end position on a little drag pattern across the field, and Persich rolled out to his left. Beautiful throw on the run. Put it right in front of him. He was wide open. It'll be a gain of 13 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Cavaliers. 10:45 to play in the first half. Cavaliers started on their own 28-yard line. A nice run by Persich to get him into Metamora territory. In the shotgun, single setback, receivers on the march. Persich, huge hole on the right side. He's going to run it into the end zone. Marion Persich with a nice cutback after a huge hole on the right side. And he waltzed that one into the end zone.
You got to give that offensive line some credit there. That hole was big. Marion handled it perfectly, took a little zigzag, got in the end zone.
Yeah, that was, we could have drove a truck through that hole on the right side. Great blocking by the right side of the offensive line. Persich got through, looked like he might go to the right, cut it back to the left against all the pursuit, and found his way into the end zone. Nice run for Persich. I think it was an 11-yard touchdown scamper there. 10:26 mark. And we've got a delay, and Coach Raffleson's going to call a timeout here on the extra point. Looks like they were short of personnel. So a nice drive from LP as they respond after forcing the punt. At the end of the first quarter, they moved it from their own 28-yard line, Brian. A big run for Marion Persic.
Beautiful run all the way down the field, and then to get that pass right afterwards to Moheiser, and Moheiser spun it around, took it up the field a little more to cap it off to get it in the end zone by Persic. Is beautiful.
Yeah, 42-yard run for Persic to start that drive. And then he caps it off with the 11-yard touchdown run. So LP is pending the extra point here. (8-6) your score, 10:26 to go. Second quarter. Looks like Persic is in the backfield. They're going to go for 2. Trying to tie this up. Receivers all out to the right side, 4 of them. Tight end to the left. Persic's going to keep it. He's running to the right side. He stretches. He's got it.
What a great second effort there by Persic. He had it close. He got wrapped up, but that second effort got him into the end zone.
Yeah, he got hit at about the 2-yard line and looked like he was going to be kept short. He kept his legs driving to the 1, reached it across the end line.
I think he might have drug a defensive player there right with him, just into the end zone. Very nice.
So caps off a nice drive for LP. They've tied it up here at 8. And that touchdown was Town and Country Services touchdown. Doing whatever it takes 24/7, plumbing, electric, heating, and cooling for over 100 years. See everything that they can do for you at townandcountryservices.com. And the 2-point conversion sponsored by Taylor Services. You can plan on scoring extra points in comfort with Taylor Services. They service all makes and models and carry today's most popular brands. So we thank both of those businesses for their sponsorships here. Town and Country touchdown, Taylor Service 2-point conversion there. So LP ties it up at 10:26. We haven't mentioned, we'll talk about it at halftime, some of the state rankings that have come out a couple of days ago. And Metamora, we know, is a ranked team. We'll discuss that. There's some other upcoming opponents that LP is going to have to face that are in that ranking as well.
You look at Metamora last year, they were a 7-win playoff team a year ago. So
there's another pooch kick from Pantoja. Both guys collide. The ball is loose. It looks like LP has it. Another pooch kick by Pantoja.
I believe that's going to be Evan Downey maybe picked that up.
They did it again, and they are going to take possession. A little pooch kick. One of the Metamora players ran back to make the catch. One ran forward. They were both looking. Well, it's a second little pooch kick we've seen there. Just pop it up over the front line and see what happens. And the guy running up to catch it would have probably had it, but we got collided by the other.
I think there was a little kind of like baseball in the outfield. They didn't call who was going to get it, and they kind of ran into each other.
So LP will take over at the Metamora 35-yard line. They've got some momentum going. Persic in the backfield, single setback, now in motion. And we've got we're down near 0 on the play clock. I think Coach Raffleson said, let's see, they ran out of time. So they didn't get the timeout. It's a 5-yard delay of game penalty. And that'll back LP up to the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Cavaliers.
Looks like that's Reggie Boatner now in the backfield. I believe that's his brother, Cordell, used to LP alumni here, did some really incredible things a few years ago here at LP.
Persic at the 45-yard line. Marion takes the snap, fakes the handoff, is going to keep it, running left side. He's hit right away at the 40. A nice stick right there by number 49. That is going to be Caleb Morrison, 5'11", 230, a linebacker. came through and put a shot on Marion, but he managed to get a couple of yards there on that carry. Pops right back up. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Cavaliers. It's a big drive for LP. They can keep that clock running and get some points on the board would be fantastic. Persich now with the single setback again. Stands at the 43 in motion. Fakes the handoff. Back to throw. He's got some time now. Drifts to the right side. Sprints to the sideline under pressure. Throws low. And it's a catch. Nice reception there near the turf. Griffin May. It's a nice catch. Picks up 5 on the play there. Persich to May. Good throw. Persich rolled out. He kind of hesitated, did a little jab step inside, sprinted to the sidelines and fired across to May. And went down and got it. That was a good throw, only where May could catch it.
Yeah, and May's a strong runner. His father played here at LP football as well, a heck of a running back in the 90s.
Persich now in the shotgun. Receivers 3 to the near side. Rolling left. Persich steps up inside the pressure, throws deep. He's got a man and he overthrows him into the end zone. It was intended for Moorheiser. Just overshot him there. He had a step on his man.
Step or two, and that would have been a touchdown right there in the Cavalier end zone.
Yeah, Marion had to avoid the pressure. The defensive end for Metamora came shooting in and forced him to step back to the inside. Looks like Owen Cabell got in there and forced Persich to step up and then kind of threw him off his rhythm a little bit. They're going to go for it on 4th down, 4th and 8 at the 33-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Persich in, and we got some jumped off sides for. Let's see, they're saying there was a false start.
It looked to me to be offsides by Metamora.
Yeah, the officials marking it off against the Redbirds. Their coach is livid over there. He is not happy. He thought he saw some movement on the LP side. It'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Redbirds. That might be their first of the night. Brings up 4th and 3 now. So that opens things up for some options with Persich, with just 3 yards to go. We'll see if they give him a rollout with an option to run it.
Offensive line's been blocking nice, giving Persich some time to take looks downfield, get some receivers open.
And doing a fantastic job. 3 receivers out. Now they switch it over to the left side. Persich in the backfield. Single setback. Here's the snap. Back to throw. He's looking under pressure now. Persich going to run to the right side. He's got room. He's going to be close. Did he get across that line? Let's see where they mark him out. He's going to be short.
Boy, that's going to be close.
He's marked out at the 26-yard line. They needed to get to the 25. He got shoved out and couldn't stop his momentum. It looks like Metamora is going to take over on downs. Persich was under heavy pressure. Metamora, they shoot linebackers for sure. And they've got a spy on Persich. He rolled out to his right and he was under heavy pressure. And just couldn't quite get to the first down marker. Metamora takes over now on their own 26-yard line. Here's the give to the running back off the left side. He plows forward. Not much running room there. A couple of yards. Not sure who got the handoff there. All right, they're going with Lambert. Jaden Lambert with the carry. He gets 2 yards on the play. Just under 8 minutes to play in the first half. Petrie under center, I formation. for Metamora. Give to the second back through. That is Allen, I believe. Not much there either. The LP defensive line gives up a yard is all.
I've been impressed tonight with the offensive line and the defensive line, looking pretty solid.
Doing fantastic. The linebacker Moreheiser comes up for support on the right side. Number 4, Mason Moreheiser. So the other one, Jaron, they were both in on that stop. It'll bring up 3rd and 7, ball on the 29-yard line. Petrie under center. Double tight end set, I formation. He's going to give the handoff. That is Cranford. He gets there. He picks his way through like a Barry Sanders run there. Back and forth until he got the first down. He's out across the 40-yard line. Out to the 41-yard line.
Rigendor with the stop.
Good run that time by Cranford. Boy, he put on a few jukes and cuts. It was hard to anticipate that one. Boy, he really gets the first down. So Metamora now back into the shotgun. They go to spread when they got it out of their own territory. Here's the give to Cranford again. He's same juke and move in the inside. Juking and driving there. He gets to the 46-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play. Hackenberger on the stop for the Cavaliers.
Hackenberger and Bo Lawrence got in there with some nice hands on the defensive side.
Yeah, Hackenberger's been all over the place today, this evening. 6 minutes to go. Clock moving. We're tied at 8. Metamora moving it from their own 26-yard line. They're out to the 46. Petrie in the shotgun. Cranford gets the handoff again, running to the right side. He's dragged down from behind. That's number 45, Bo Lawrence. Not much of a gain there. Might have gotten 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Redbirds at the 48-yard line.
Bo Lawrence, a big, strong kid. He's been a starter here for 4 years at LP.
Yeah, 6 foot 195 senior. He got in there quick and brought Cranford down quickly.
He's a hard worker.
Back to the I formation for Metamora, and I think JJ is going to take a timeout here. He is. Make sure that they. This is a big stop for LP. 5:10 remaining. We'll keep it right here. Had an exciting first half, even though it's been low scoring. Metamora started off their first drive of the game from their own 45-yard line after the pooch kick caromed out of bounds. And they got a penalty, and Metamora took the ball at the 45, drove it down, and Cranford, their very good running back, Jadwan Cranford, 5'9", 190 senior. Scored from 5 yards out, and they got the 2-point extra point as well.
Cranford's one of those you got to get, 2-3 people on him to tackle him to get a good solid, to bring him down. He's just a strong kid.
Yeah, strong kid and very fast and elusive for sure. So now back from the timeout, the Redbirds go right to the line of scrimmage. Receiver spread out to the far side. That is McMillan. We know he can run. High formation. Petrie now gives the handoff to Cranford. He doesn't get it. They're going to mark him at the 50, the far side official. He scrabbled forward after he hit the turf, but he's short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 2. A gain of 2 for Cranford. So that was Camden Greathouse in on the stop there. Defensive lineman for LP. Lawrence also in on the stop. Let's see if they can turn the Redbirds over. 4:30 to play, first half. Ball right at midfield. Petrie now in the shotgun with Cranford. Here's the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's running right side. He's got the first down by just a yard. May in on the stop, and Mason Moreheiser. But Petrie gets the first down. A gain of 3. They needed 2. 1st and 10 to the 47-yard line. Metamora and the Cavaliers tied at 8 here in the first half. Players in and out for the Redbirds. Petrie in the shotgun in with Cranford. They spread the LP defense out. Here's the snap. It's a give to Cranford, running right side. A little trap play, and it doesn't work. The defense was fantastic there for LP. They got 2 guys into the backfield, and that is Hackenberger. He disrupted that play.
Hackenberger, and you had Caden Small getting up there too, who's another big tough kid for LP.
Yeah, Hackenberger's so quick with his reads. It was a trap play to the near side, and Hackenberger got into the backfield. And
Small is one of those kids that hits the weight room hard, gets the muscle, everything ready for the season, which it's showing right now.
The 2nd and 12 for Metamora, loss of 2 on the play. Receivers right and left. Cranford in the backfield. Here's the fake handoff. He's going to throw. Petrie throws, and he's got his man at the 20-yard line. And that's number 3. That's Kylan McMillan, the senior wide receiver. That was a floater, Brian, that was kind of up for grabs, and McMillan got to that one first. A long gain on the play down to the 19-yard line. First down.
It's just a beautiful fake. I was actually myself watching the running back on that one there.
So Metamora gets a long first down there to the 19. 2:27 to play in the half. I formation. Here's the give to Cranford. Big hole up the middle inside the 20 down near the 15-yard line. And he's piled down by a trio of LP defenders. Caden Small in there to make the stop. Down to the 12-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. Big gap right there over center. And it doesn't take Cranford long to get through it. He can motor. 2nd and 3 for the Redbirds. Minute 45 to go. First half, I formation. The give again to Cranford. He weaves his way to the left side, and he gets down near the 10-yard line. Ran out of space, and the LP defense, good pursuit there.
I think that's why Cranford started running east and west instead of north-south. The defense kind of jammed him up there, and he tried for something different, but got caught up with some other defensive players from LP.
Yeah, big third down here for the Cavaliers. 3rd and 2, ball on the 11. Just outside a minute to play first half. Petrie in the backfield, single setback. And looks like we got another timeout. It's going to be on for LP again. I think that's their 3rd timeout of the half. It's their last one just outside a minute to go. Minute 3. And the Redbirds started this drive on their own 26-yard line. Easily 10 plays or better than 10 plays. A long pass from Petrie to McMillan. Brought the ball down to the 19-yard line. Now they've moved it to the 11. It's 3rd and 2. We're tied at 8.
McMillan, he had a couple touchdowns last week. Pretty good receiver here.
Yeah, another fast player. They list him at just 5'8", 155, but he can motor as well. He's out to the near side now as a receiver. Single setback. Power formation to the left side. Petrie in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Tries to squeeze through, and he gets twirled around, and he's going to be very close to the first down. They're going to mark him at the 9. Boy, they might have to measure this one. Oh, the ref says first down. No measurement. Metamora works quickly. They come out into the shotgun formation again. Petrie's going to keep it. And he gets hit immediately and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. It was 2nd and 9. And the clock is running inside 40 seconds to play. 2nd and 9 at the 9.
Hackenberger got in that backfield quick to make that tackle.
Metamora working quickly. Clock inside, a half a minute to go. Petrie in the shotgun formation. Receivers spread out right and left. Long count. He's going to keep it again, running left. Big hole that time. He threads his way in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. And helmet came off. It's Petrie's helmet comes off. And the coach calls a timeout. I think he got forced out of bounds anyway. He's inside the 5-yard line. It was 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 9. They're going to just outside the 4-yard line. They've kept the ball in his hands. 12.8 seconds to go. Metamora calls a timeout. We're tied at 8. This is a critical stop right here on 3rd down if the Cavs can.
Absolutely need a big defensive stand here. 12 seconds left till halftime, and at the 4-yard line is it?
They're at the 4, and it's 3rd and goal. I said 3rd and 4. It's 3rd and goal at the 4. You cannot get a first down, so I think that is Metamora's 2nd timeout. Not sure about that. Might have been their 3rd, but now they're back out, and Metamora's ready to go. Boy, I'm really impressed with LP's defense here tonight so far. The offensive line for Metamora is sizable.
And the packed crowd here at LP Howard Fellows is getting into it now, hoping his defensive stand before halftime to keep the score tied, hopefully, and to get into halftime.
Well, the Metamora head coach Dolinsky is upset again with the officials. And now he calls another timeout. That's their 3rd. So they are out of timeouts. That's a big one. Back to back without a play there. So if they don't get it here, Brian, they're not going to have time to get their field goal unit on. That's for sure. They'll have to try to run another play quickly. So that might change things. They may have to go to the air here.
Yeah, that's a good point. This might be the one play, and it's going to be halftime.
So Metamora on the march from their own 26-yard line. They've run easily 15 plays on this drive, and see if the LP defense can stiffen here and hold them. It is 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Just under 13 seconds to go. The LP crowd gets on their feet. And the Metamora quarterback has to sit out for a play. They got their backup in. He's going to throw. Left-hander throws, and it is a touchdown. That's a good pattern right there. If you saw the wide receiver, that's McMillan. He came on to the inside, running hard to the inside, stopped, went back to the outside, and their backup quarterback, Christian Nelson, a junior left-hander, threw a strike. Put it right into McMillan's hands. That's a tough one to cover. And it's a 4-yard touchdown pass from Nelson to McMillan for the score. So Metamora will go for 2. Petrie back into the ball game now. It's 14-8. He's going to take the snap. He's going to keep it. He's running to the left side. Moorheiser on the horse. Can't get there. And Petrie goes in for 2 points.
Petrie just had that speed to the outside and couldn't catch up with him.
Yeah, they came out in tight formation, and he ran to the left side. Nobody was out there but the cornerback. So he gets into the end zone with 9.5 seconds on the clock. Metamora takes a 16-8 lead. Coming up at halftime,
We'll try to get some scores from the other area teams. We'll have the first half stats, the LP band halftime show, and we'll talk about some second half adjustments that LP might need to make here.
I'll tell you, Derek, the game's been so exciting, everything. I'm the rookie here up in the box, but I'm a little behind on some of my stats for some of this stuff tonight. I apologize.
No, that's quite all right. Understandable. Oh, we got some lights that just went out on this side of the stadium. We've got a power outage on the near side. We might not make it to half, Ryan. You might not have to worry about the stats. We've got half the field in darkness.
Yeah, it looks like we're missing kind of the east side of the field with some of the lights.
Yeah, the east, northeast end. Yeah, maybe two light stanchions. I mean, we can see, the kids could see, but it's definitely a difference without those lights on.
Some of the student club down there holding up their flashlights, maybe trying to help out the players a little bit.
Yeah, they got their cell phone lights going. That's clever.
Not quite going to work to keep the game going, though.
Some of the fans are maybe heading to the concession stand early here. Well, 9.5 to go. We did have the I don't know what you call it, little kickers, I guess, maybe the little cheerleaders that were out here before the game, the young ladies doing a routine or two, and I'm sure a lot of their parents were here, and now they're might be making for the exit at halftime here.
Yeah, the Cavaliers always do a great job with that, bringing the little girls in to kind of help them, show them what's going on, and give them that chance to just get on the field, you know, to get on to Howard Fellow Stadium with this new turf for a lot of these younger kids. That's a good feeling just to be out there, whether you're kicking with the Cavaliers or whether you're playing out football on a Friday night lights.
Yeah, I had daughters do that when they were younger, and now they're in their 30s. I don't know if they would remember.
I bet you they would, Derek. I bet you they got some good memories of that.
Yep. So got a delay in the game here. We're going to short break here on WLPO 103.9 FM and Starved Rock Media YouTube channel while they try to sort this out. And we'll be back right after this.
Friday nights mean LP football. And just like the Cavs, Spring Valley City Bank knows the success comes from preparation, teamwork, and trust. Whether you're buying a home, starting a business, or planning for the future, we're ready to help you move the ball forward. Hi, I'm Samantha Forrest. Spring Valley City Bank is more than a bank. For 120 years, we've been standing shoulder to shoulder, living in your neighborhood, and cheering in the stands. To set up your game plan, call or stop by Spring Valley City Bank in Peru or Spring Valley. We're an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Feel smarter. Start your day with Rod and Tom.
It's the smartest show on the radio.
On 103.9 WLPO.
Well, we are in a delay, not a lightning delay, no weather delay. We are in a power outage delay or a partial power outage. Some of the lights have gone off on the, it looks like two, is there two or just one? On the northeast side of the field, northeast end of the field, and it put half the field in a dimmer light. I mean, it would still be playable myself, but the officials are going to we're going to wait and see if we can get the lights back on. So a delay with 9.5 seconds to go. Metamora has just put the ball into the end zone after a lengthy drive, and still giving some credit to LP. Boy, they played that drive tough. Metamora ran over 15 plays on that drive, moved it from their 26-yard line. I'm sure they were tired of the defense. That's an old school Metamora drive with the one long pass. I think they only passed the one time. And
yeah, to be able to stop that Cranford, he's, like I said, he's a big guy. He's just big, strong, looks like a collegiate running back, and to be able to get some good hits on him and stop him the way LP's defense has been doing, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, this head coach for Metamora, he's in his first year, Nick Delinsky. He was the offensive coordinator for the last 20 years for Metamora. That includes the most recent coach, and then, of course, Pat Ryan. And I know Pat
well. He is. We went to college together for a short time, and Pat's a Hall of Fame coach, and this was the Metamora playbook of old. Just pound it down your throat, wear you out. And
is that the Ryan that's the Sycamore head coach now?
It is not.
I think that's Joe Ryan.
It is Joe Ryan, yep.
Yeah.
Pat is now involved with the University of Illinois.
Okay.
As a recruiting liaison in the state of Illinois with his contacts from all those years of coaching. He coached 30 years down at Metamora and won a couple of state titles, I believe. And but they were run first and pass only when necessary. So
Nick Dolinsky, early in his career, he was a coaching over at Princeton High School, and he was coaching with Joe Ryan, which I believe now Joe Ryan is the head coach at Sycamore.
Correct.
As well.
Yep. I didn't know Nick coached there. He's been at Metamora for quite a while. He was played at Metamora also and graduated back in the 90s. So
okay.
Looks like they're going to try to finish this 9.5 seconds here in semi-darkness. Metamora to kick off from their own 45-yard line. And it's going to be a short kick. It's going to bounce and not be picked up. And the LP receiver picked it up at the 9-yard line. Might have gotten out to the 10 before he took a wallop there. Is that... Can't see who that was.
I hate to say it, but it was so dark over
Ryland.
there, you couldn't see who it was, and it was probably a little bit tough to get the ball.
Yeah, that was Ryland Rinkewitz. Yeah, he might not have been able to see too well down there, but going to mark it at the 9, 5 seconds to go, 5.1 to go. Metamora on top, 16-8. Had a score from my son here in the Seat Beat game. Let's see if they're down 21-0 at the half. Now they're down 28-0 in the second half at Eureka. So the Hornets are on top of the Bruins, and that'll be the end of the first half. Persich just kneels down on it, and that'll end it. 16-8, Metamora on top. We'll be back in just a moment on WLPO 103.9 FM. We'll talk about the adjustments that need to be made at the half and some first half stats. We'll see what we can come up with there. Halftime is brought to you by the Locker Room. As the teams head to the locker room, maybe you should too. Go to lockerroombpb.com for all your sports gear, or stop in East St. Paul Street in downtown Spring Valley. We'll be back right after this.
What's your game plan this fall? Don't let your comfort get sidelined. Grazier's Plumbing and Heating is ready to tackle every heating and air problem head on. We proudly install and service Carrier heating and cooling systems known for their industry-leading performance and reliability. Call today for your fall clean and check. We'll ensure your home's comfort is a sure win all season long with a high-quality Carrier system. Call Grazier's Plumbing and Heating at 882-2111. That's 882-2111. Grazier's Plumbing and Heating and Carrier, a winning game plan.
Tonight's halftime show, featuring the LP Marching Band and Cavaliers, is brought to you by Blackhawk Brokerage. If you're looking to buy a new home or sell your current one and want to save money, call Ellen Crady, owner of Blackhawk Brokerage, first.
Drum majors Tori Campbell and Georgia Buffalo, is your band ready? Marching Cavaliers, you may take the field for the halftime performance. The Marching Cavaliers will be competing across Illinois again this fall. Tomorrow, the band will be traveling to Washington High School to compete in the Marching Panther Invitational. You can catch the Marching Cavaliers performance at 6:32 p.m. Good luck to the Marching Cavs at Washington.
Tonight's halftime show featuring the LP Marching Band and Cavaliers is brought to you by Blackhawk Brokerage. If you're looking to buy a new home or sell your current one and want to save money, call Ellen Crady, owner of Blackhawk Brokerage, first.
Please welcome to the field, a time-honored tradition at LaSalle, Peru, our very own Cavaliers. Led by Captains Claire Boudreau and Lenny Block, and Senior Lieutenants Lydia Steinbach and Clara Vasky. Tonight the team will be dancing to Sweet Child of Mine, which was choreographed by Senior Claire Boudreau. The Cavaliers are coached by Guyleen Strange. And now, here are your Cavaliers. Once again, your LP Cavaliers.
Fun and safe season.
Hi, I'm Marty Persich, owner of Map Quality Fencing and Decks. My son Marion is the quarterback of your LaSalle Peru Cavaliers. His grind and dedication on the field is something that inspires us every day here at Map Quality Fencing. We channel that same dedication into every project we do, offering many low-maintenance fence and deck options that are backed by lifetime warranties. So whether you're in need of a brand new deck or a safe place for your pets to roam, give us a call today at 815-579-2435 or visit mapqualityfencing.com.
Want a game-winning plan for home comfort? Taylor Services delivers just that. Taylor Services knows, just like on the field, quality and precision counts, especially when it comes to your HVAC system. That's why they service all makes and models with expert care. And when it's time for an upgrade, they bring in big-name players like Amana and Goodman to ensure you have a dependable system that performs like a champion. Score extra points for your comfort. Call Taylor Services today at 815-326-3939 or find them on Facebook. Taylor Services is a proud sponsor of LP Football. Go Cavs!
Score big flavor at 4-Star Family Restaurant in Peru. Whether it's burgers, crispy fish, hot sandwiches, or breakfast all day, you'll always make the winning play when you choose 4-Star. Get big portions, great prices, and friendly service every time. Fuel up before kickoff or celebrate after the game at 4-Star Family Restaurant on May Road, just north of I-80 in Peru. Check them out online at 4starrestaurantil.com. 4-Star Family Restaurant, where every meal is a touchdown. Let's go Cavs.
LP Cavalier fans, if you're looking for your next new or used car, just turn to the helpful people at Bill Walsh with over 1,000 vehicles available and more arriving daily. Top quality choices with a no-nonsense experience. 13 new car franchises and an endless selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Some with 10-year, 100,000-mile warranties. Stop by any of our 5 locations or shop 24/7 at BillWalsh.com. Schedule your next value-focused service online too. Bill Walsh and BillWalsh.com. Number 1 for a reason. Your fast, fun, and friendly dealer. Go LP!
Rev your engines for the Classic Car Show Saturday, September 13th from noon to 4 in downtown Oglesby. Hosted by We Are Oglesby, the show features dash plaques, awards, a 50-50 raffle, and more. Kick off the day with the Hot Rod Hustle 5K at 9. It's all happening Saturday, September 13th in Oglesby. The Hot Rod Hustle 5K and the Classic Car Show. Find details now on the We Are Oglesby Facebook page or weareoglesby.net/car show. This ad is sponsored by Sunworks Auto Body and Mr. Sparkle Auto Spa.
This is where you go when you need to know. 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Derek Brayton, Brian Zebrin back at LP High School just before the start of the second half. Maybe. We are still, looks like they might have some of the lights back on. It's still a little dim at that end of the field. I think they got it fixed, it looks like.
Yeah, a little bit off, but it does look better than it was, no doubt.
The second half kickoff will be sponsored by IVCU, Illinois Valley Credit Union. Open a high-yield checking account paying 3% interest with no monthly fees or minimum balance. If you live, work, or worship in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties, you can become an IBCU member. So they will sponsor the second half kickoff here. And thank you to our sponsors who took care of us at halftime. And Brian, we have one more. We were talking about some of the stats, and we'll look at some of the drives that we've had so far. LP's first 2 drives were 3-and-out plays. The Metamora defense shut them down without a first down almost into the second quarter. And Metamora scored on their first drive. As I mentioned, a 55-yard drive, 9 plays, topped off by a Cranford 5-yard run. Then LP tightened up. They held Metamora to a turnover on downs with 2 punts, and then scored the touchdown. Persich with an 11-yard run. Did a little pooch kick and recovered that one after a collision by 2 Metamora receivers, but they couldn't capitalize. And then later turned the ball over on downs again. Metamora took over at their 26-yard line with just about 6 minutes to go in the half and went on a 15-plus play drive, capped off by a 4-yard touchdown pass. So that will cap our scoring statistics there.
And you know, you get those jitters when you start. First home game, you look at all the fans, there ain't many empty seats here, and you know, both teams come in, but LP especially started out a little bit rough on a couple of those opening, but I think they're getting into their comfort zone here, feeling comfortable at home and getting things going, and we're going to see it in the second half here.
Heartland Auto Body sponsors our statistics, our first half statistics on the drives. Brought to you by Heartland Auto Body, where quality repairs meet hometown care. Get back on the road with confidence. Led by Jason Maurice and his team, Heartland Auto Body, your local repair experts. We're set to start the second half here. LP will receive to start it. The scoreboard is not even in play yet. Hold on. Okay, so they got it in play. It's a short kick to the 60. Now they're going to blow it dead. The scoreboard wasn't even
done counting off the time from the halftime. And the officials blew the ball into play. The clock got to 0 right as about the Metamora kicker was putting the foot into it. So they'll have to do it again. They blew it dead. Kudos to the scoreboard operator who put 12 minutes up there quickly, but the officials had stopped that one. So back to receive for, looks like Reagan Dorr on the far side, and it's also Rylan Rinkewitz standing just inside their own 10-yard line.
Two kids there with some major speed, so hopefully we get it in their hands and get down one of these sidelines.
Left-footed kicker for Metamora. He'll do it again from the 45. It's another short kick. It's going to be taken at the 17-yard line, out to the 20, 25, and he gets out across the 25 near the 27-yard line. That was Dorr, I believe, who brought it to the near hash mark. And LP will start their first series of the second half. First and 10 at the 27-yard line. So we'll see what kind of adjustments the Cavaliers have in mind here for this Metamora defense. Persich in the shotgun formation. Now in motion goes Rinkewitz. He swings it out to him, does Persich, and he's wrapped up and knocked down right away on the far side. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play. A little swing pass to Rinkewitz. He came in motion toward the backfield, then turned and ran a little swing pass to the far sideline. Gain of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's a nice catch by Rink there, just no room, some good coverage on him.
Yeah, real good coverage and a good open field tackle there by the cornerback on the left side. Not sure. Again, the number's a little bit difficult to see here. Now Persich in the backfield, back to throw, shotgun formation, looking left side, all kinds of time. He's going to run, and now he's going to be hit in the backfield and dropped. Nobody open there. Good coverage downfield by the Redbird defense. And Marion had nowhere to go. He tried to run it up the middle, and the defense closed the door. It's going to be a loss of 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 12, back to the 25-yard line. Just nowhere to throw that ball. He had lots of time. The offensive line can only hold them off for so long. It'll be 3rd and 12 now. Opening minute and a half of the first half. Shotgun again, single setback. Receivers, twins right and left. Now motion to the near side. Back to throw. Persich looking right side. He's got his man across the 30, but he's immediately wrapped up by the Redbird linebacker and driven out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Got a penalty flag on the far side of the field. Looks like it might go against LP. They were talking to the Metamora head coach there. There's a short gain of about 5 yards. And the penalty will be declined. It was against LP. And that'll bring up 4th down. It was a holding call. With the short gain, it brings up 4th and 7. Metamora declines the penalty, so it's a 3 and out to start the second half for LP. Punting unit on the field. Back to receive is Cranford for the Redbirds. He's in his own territory at about the 40-yard line. Dorr puts his foot into it. It was under pressure, kick to the right side, and it's going to carry him out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. It'll be about a 33-yard kick. For Dorr, he's done a nice job from the punting position.
Yeah, he's got some good accuracy with those punts to get him out, to get a bounce on the green and get it right out of bounds to try to keep it out of his hands.
You certainly don't want to give it to Cranford. That's right, just his third punt of the night for LP. Door's done a nice job. Now let's see what our defense can do for LP. Metamora starts their first possession, 38-yard line. 9:46 to go, third quarter. They lead 16-8. I formation. Petrie under center, bobbles the snap, and he's going to lunge forward. There's a big pile, still moving forward. The refs haven't blown it dead yet. Now they finally do. A big rugby scrum there. Well, they're going to give him 4 yards on the play. He fumbled the snap and picked it up, and it was the old tush push type play there. We're going to give him 5 yards on that play. 2nd and 5 now, 43-yard line for the Redbirds. Again, I formation. Single receiver to the far side, or to the near side. Petrie under center, gives to Cranford. Big hole up the middle. He cuts it to the outside. Now back the other way. He just ran about 50 yards to gain about 15, and it happened just like that. So Cranford gets the first down.
He just got through that hole so quick. I mean, it was just, you blink your eye and he's right through there.
17-yard pickup for Cranford. Yeah, he got through the hole quick. We mentioned before, he's juking all over the place. It's hard to track there. He got to the right side, cut it back to the left, and went clear across to the other side of the field in blink of an eye, gain of 17. 1st and 10 for the Redbirds in LP territory. They go back to the shotgun formation. Here's the handoff again to Cranford. He's got some running room to the left side. Surges forward near the 35-yard line. Looks like a gain of a long 5. Just inside the 35.
Took about 3-4 LP defensive players there to bring him down.
Yeah, he not only has the speed, he's got the power, as you mentioned many times. Petrie back in the shotgun, stands just inside the 40-yard line. Long count. Hand off to Cranford, running left side, finds his way in an opening, and he's going to go down the left sideline. And he's close to the end zone. He's going to be marked out just short of the end zone. Boy, he's so quick, so fast, it's hard to even make the call. He got through a hole, cut it to the outside. Got a nice block out there by one of his receivers to seal off the outside, and he was down inside the 10-yard line in no time. Got bumped out of bounds inside the 1 at about the half-yard line. It'll be a first down again, another long run for Cranford. Metamora has wasted not much time here. Just outside 8 minutes to go. The ball's at the 1. Quarterback's going to keep it. Runs out the left side, and he gets into the end zone. A touchdown for Petrie, a 1-yard run. Lead block from Cranford, and the left side of the line, a 1-yard touchdown run for Stephen Petrie, and he's big in his own right, Brian. It's 5'11", 195.
Yeah, and he just has that dual threat where he can run and he can pass. That was an obvious run by him, planned by the right at the beginning.
Yep, 8:01 to go, third quarter. The Redbirds now on top, 22-8. They hustle up to the line. 2-1 on the play clock, and they're going to get a delay of game on the extra point. And they called a timeout. Metamora, timeout on an extra point. I've not quite understood that ever, but unless it was the end of the game, and I don't
got it
understand
just
that.
in time.
Yeah, 4 minutes to go in the, or 4 minutes gone in the second half, and they used their first timeout. So on the extra point, they ran out of time. They hustled to the line and couldn't get the snap off in time. So They'll talk it over. 22-8. The Redbirds lead the Cavaliers here in LP.
Here's where the Cavaliers got to stay in this. A lot of times a mental game is just as important, Derek, as a physical game here.
It is. You get down, right at before the half. That's got to be disappointing, to give up a score with just a few seconds left on the clock. And then Metamora comes out and marches it right down again. You're right. The mental part of it is just as important. So the Redbirds will go for two. Petrie snaps him down at the 3-yard line. Single setback. He's not going to hand it off. He's going to throw it. Rolls to the right. Let's see. Yeah, he got in. He used his size on the LP defensive back there. That was Reagan Dorr. Came up and made a hit at about the 1-yard line, but Petrie used the size right there and got into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Taylor Services sponsors our 2-point conversions. You can plan on scoring extra points in comfort with Taylor Services. They service all makes and models and carry today's most popular brands. So Metamora takes over at their 38. They marched that one right downfield, 62-yard drive on 7 plays. And they didn't waste much time doing it. 1:45 on that drive, Brian, and now they lead 24-8. Need to see if LP can respond here. Metamora to kickoff. Left-footed kicker, little pooch kick to LP. It's going to be taken at the 32. Big hole up the middle to the 40, out across the 40. That's number 7. That's Gio Lagrenzi. With the return. Nice return. He found an opening there and he scooted out to the 46-yard line. 14-yard return here to start their second possession here in the second half. They went 3 and out on the first possession. Now good field position here, 46-yard line.
Gio's one of those kids. He's been playing youth football here at LaSalle Peru, like a lot of these boys out here tonight, and been playing for quite some time.
Persich now just outside the 40-yard line. He hands off. That's going to be, is it Hackenberger? He runs hard to the left side. Big hole, gets out to the 50. Runs into a man, and now we've got another flag down. It's going to be on LP there. Not sure what was done or said there. It looks like it's going to go against the Cavaliers. There's a good run by Hackenberger. He picked up 5 out to or into Redbird territory down to the 49, but the officials are pointing to the Cavaliers and they're stepping back.
This guy with the beard sucks.
Gonna negate the 5-yard run, or they're gonna call it from the end of the play. They are. I'm afraid they're gonna mark off 15 here. It's gonna be unsportsmanlike conduct. It's a 15-yard penalty. That's a big one. It's at the end of the play.
Those always hurt, but I'll tell you what, when you're down a little bit like this, that really hurts LP's offense.
Yeah, they step it back to the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 20. 2nd and 20 for the Cavaliers. Persich checks the plays on the wrist. Shotgun formation, single setback. Again, here's the snap, back to throw. There's another penalty flag, and there's a wide open. It's
nice.
That is going to get called back, Brian.
No, is it really?
The receiver in motion for LP was moving toward the line of scrimmage as the ball was snapped. You can't do that. He was running parallel, and then he turned and cut upfield just before the ball was snapped. And
I did notice that.
Boy, oh boy, Persich had a guy wide open. I'm not sure who that was. Was that Zellers? who caught that pass. He was behind his defender. I'm not sure who that was, but
I think that might have been, was that 87 Jackson? I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was wide open on the far side of the field. And
beautiful pass, beautiful catch, beautiful run afterwards, but yeah, it's all coming back.
Costly penalty right there. That always seems to be the way you make a minor infraction. He had turned upfield just a smidgen before the snap, and the refs called it. He threw it right away, and then, of course, the result is it would have been a touchdown pass, a long one. Persich put it right. Yeah, it might be number 87. He's coming out. That's Jackson Myers, is it?
Yeah, I believe it's Jackson Myers.
For the Cavaliers, caught that one. Boy, that was a long one. Back to the 29 or 31-yard line. A 5-yard penalty. Now 2nd and 25. Let's see if they can redo it again. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Morheiser. Now in motion goes Rinkewitz. Back to throw is Persich. He's got time. Rolls out to the left. Let's see. He's got some running room. Out to the 30. Runs a man over to the 34-yard line. Big hit by Marion. I wouldn't want to be that guy that tackled him. The guy's shaking off the cobwebs there. Just a gain of 3. From the shotgun, he was back 7-8 yards and picked up 3. So
he had 3 people on him, and then he went right through that 4th guy. Beautiful block too by that Cody Orbit.
Yeah, they stunned both linebackers on a blitz.
Yeah, punishing end of the run there for Persich. It'll be just a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 22 now. We're at 6 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Cavaliers trail 24-8. Persich calling out the signals. Takes the snap. Back to throw. Delayed handoff. Fakes it. He's got some time. Going deep over the middle. We had some interference there. And the officials see it. They threw the flag. Called the penalty. Intended receiver was Landon Zellers. And he got tripped up. And that was Jaden Cranford that... or Jadwan Cranford that tripped him up, and he got caught. I don't think in high school ball, though, Brian, it's not a spot foul. It's going to be from the line of scrimmage. Not sure if it's a 10 or a 15-yard penalty. But it's going to be short of the first down, but LP will still have 3rd down, I believe.
Pass interference on the defense.
I'll step it off. Looks like 15.
I think without that pass interference, that would have been potential touchdown there.
Yeah, it looked like he had him beat.
He did have him beat. Yes.
Yep. So it'll be 3rd and 7. 15-yard penalty against the Redbirds for pass interference. Maybe if the guy was beat, he pulled an interference on purpose. I don't know, but
actually looking at it, it's definitely in Metamora's favor there that they.
Yep. So 3rd and 7 now. 5.5 to go. Cavaliers now in a manageable position. In the shotgun is Persich. Marion takes his time. Long count, back to throw. He's got some time again. Looking. He's going deep to the right side. He's got a man, and he makes the catch.
What a catch.
Wow, that is Morheiser, I believe.
That'd be Jaron Morheiser.
Jaron Morheiser, yeah, the tight end, 6'3", 200, a diving catch.
For a tight end to be that far down the field with that kind of speed, and that was just amazing.
Yeah, beautiful throw again for Marion. We know he's not only does he got a strong arm, he is accurate as you can hope for. I mean, he puts it right on the receiver's hands time after time.
Yes.
Beautiful throw. 1st down for the Cavaliers inside the 15-yard line. 4.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Persich in the shotgun again. He's going to hand off to Hackenberger. Bounces off a tackle inside the 10, and the ball is loose.
The ball hit the ground.
Let's see. The officials are waiting to make a call. It looks like. Boy, Hackenberger got back on it. How about that? Ball came loose, and it got knocked right back into his arms. A nice run by
Hackenberger there.
Hackenberger kind of hit a brick wall there with some of the defensive players there and broke right through that and gained an extra maybe 2-3 yards after that.
Yeah, 6-yard, 7-yard pickup. That's going to be second and a long 3. They can get a first down near the 2-yard line. Ball sits on the 6. Second down for the Cavaliers. Hackenberger back in the single setback. Persich in the shotgun, takes the snap, gives to Hackenberger again, left side. He's near the goal line.
I think he did fumble, but LP got it. I believe.
Looks like that's Rylan Rinkewitz falls on the ball at the 1-yard line. So another good run by Hackenberger. They're going to mark him down at 2-yard line. First down for the Cavaliers. First and goal at the 2.
Smart play by Rinkewitz there, right place, right time. That could have been ugly, but it worked out in our favor.
Squirted loose, and Hackenberger, sometimes you make that extra effort. Here we go. Persich in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, running left side. He runs over the defensive back.
That'll be a flag, I'm sure, on Metamora. That was kind of a cheap shot holding him there.
Might be
right after the play.
Yeah, it might be on us though. Guy wouldn't let go of Persich's legs, and one of our players went down and put a shot on that guy. We'll see. I say our players, one of the Cavaliers. I think it's going to be against LP. I don't think it should negate the touchdown.
The only thing, Persich was obviously in the end zone, and like you said, that Metamora player just kept holding on to his foot for really no reason. He's in the end zone, and
it's got to be after the touchdown, I would think. It's hard not to want to come to the aid of your teammate. When he's getting roughed up a little bit, you want to come and help him out, but you got to try to maintain a little composure. It's hard to do. Let's see what the call's going to be. I think it's got to be a touchdown.
Oh, it is.
Like personal foul on.
I would imagine that has to be, after the touchdown.
Okay,
that's what I was going to say.
Persich with the 2-yard touchdown run makes the score 24-14.
I think that whole thing kind of got instigated or began by the player just wouldn't let go of Persich's foot after he was clearly in the end zone. But obviously LP, there must have been something happen after that.
Yeah, one of the LP players looks like they dove on top of the guy who was on the ground holding on to Persich, but so they mark off 15-yard penalty for personal foul. Extra point will be at the 18-yard line. And Persich in the shotgun formation. He's going to throw it. Metamora brings the pressure. He throws right side, and it's behind the receiver. Incomplete. Good coverage that time by Cranford, who does double duty. And looks like Rinkewitz, the intended receiver, just a little bit behind him. Incomplete.
I think it was maybe Zellers, but either way.
Zellers, yeah, a little bit behind him. Extra no good there, and it's 24-14. But a nice drive from LP, and that started with the good return by Legrenzi from the 32, or out to the 46-yard line from the 32. He took the short kick and put LP in good field position. They capitalized. 8-play drive, about 4 minutes and 37 seconds there. LP did a little bit of that on the ground. Hackenberger with the run there. So that Town and Country Service touchdown, doing whatever it takes 24/7, plumbing, electric, heating, and cooling for over 100 years. Town and Country Services. See everything they can do for you at towncountryservices.com. Taylor Services sponsors the 2-point conversion. That was incomplete, but that might be the longest one I've seen. 18-yard extra point.
Yeah, I don't remember one of those
in high school.
For a while.
Yeah.
So LP set to kick off from their own 45-yard line. They kick it away. It's taken at the 22-yard line, out to the 30 and stacked up. Nice hit right there by Bo Lawrence. And he drives the runner down right there at the 35-yard line.
Textbook tackle there by Lawrence. That was really nice.
13-yard return for Metamora. And they'll take their second possession here of the second half. The 3:13 mark. They'll start at their own 35. Their last one, they started at the 38 and marched it downfield in record time.
Yeah, you're good.
A little over a minute and a half. High formation now. Petrie under center. He's going to give to Cranford in the backfield. Jumping around, still trying to come loose. He's not going to get much. A nice tackle there by Lagrenzi. Gio caught him at the 36-yard line and threw him back. They'll give him forward progress for a yard.
That was a saving tackle by Gio there, because if he would have broke that one, he had all the sideline to hit down.
Yep, nice tackle by Gio. He's let's see, we got Gio listed at 5'10", 170. I know Gio, that might be a little generous, but he's not afraid to put his nose in there. Nice tackle.
No, his hard work makes a difference.
Petrie in the backfield, single setback is Cranford. He's going to give it to him running left. He's got nothing there. Number 45, Bo Lawrence in on the stop, along with a couple of others. We got a Metamora player slow to get up on the far side. Hackenberger also over there. A.J. Geese in for the Cavaliers.
Number 24 is horrible.
Griffin May from the linebacker position. He's in there as well.
Griffin's one of those hard workers, Griffin May. Even before the game tonight, I seen he was over at the fitness center getting things early, about 3 o'clock, getting a little workout in, getting a little stretch, and getting things ready for the game.
Yeah, he's not only a hard worker, good athlete for sure, and he's doing a nice job here tonight. Petrie in the shotgun. He's going to throw. He's under pressure, scrambles away, runs it out to the left, now cuts back, and he is dragged down short of the first down. Bulldog tackle there by Nick Hackenberger.
Yes, Hackenberger, he brought him down hard. It was almost like a WWE.
Yes, body slam.
Yes.
There, nice tackle though. Petrie's also a little bit of elusiveness. He's got some good running inside. 1.5 minutes to go, third quarter. It'll be 4th and a yard for Metamora. Their offense stays on the field. They lead by 10, 24-14. 4th and 1. Look for the hard count here. Cranford is going to follow his running back. He's got the first down. He's only going to gain 2, but that's all he needed was 1.
Again, May wrapped them up there tight, but just got past that first down marker.
Yeah, Kean Allen is the running back. He's 5'11", 200 pounds. I don't know where they get these guys, but 200-pound running back, 195 quarterback. I mean, it's pretty hard to take on a 200-pounder and then tackle a 195. So.
Yeah, to have that speed and explosiveness that they have as well.
Yeah, Petrie gets the first down. So he picks up 2 on the play. Now I formation. Cranford the tailback. Oh, Petrie dives, gives to the fullback. He runs hard off the left side. They like to run off the between the guard and the tackle. And also the tight end on the left side there. He'll pick up 3. That's the fullback, number 33, I think, Jaden Lambert. 6'1", 220. Who would have thought, right? So a 3-yard pickup. That'll end the third quarter here. You're listening to LP Cavalier football on WLPO 103.9 FM. Back right after this.
Down, set, hut. Ah, my back.
Whether you're getting down in a three-point stance, getting down off a ladder, or getting down on the dance floor, you need a chiropractor on your healthcare team. Dr. Mike Gergovich at Gergovich Family Chiropractic in LaSalle utilizes the most advanced technology to provide care for men, women, and children of all ages. Go to drgergovich.com to see all the ways having a chiropractor on your team can help you on your way to a healthy lifestyle. That's drgergovich.com.
When a play breaks down on the field, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt professional service. That's why Town & Country Services is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure that your plumbing, heating, and cooling breakdowns are taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country offers free estimates and affordable rates. Their licensed professionals and friendly staff have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. Search Town & Country Services and call them anytime you have a breakdown at home.
These are a couple of great teams, but the real supergroups like AC/DC, Def Leppard, and Journey play after the game. 103.9 WLPO, Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Starting the fourth quarter here at Howard Fellows Stadium, the Cavaliers trail 24-14. And that snap was a direct snap to the quarterback Petrie in the shotgun formation, and he kept it himself, ran to the right side, got the ball into LP territory, and picked up a few yards. It's now 3rd and 5 for Metamora. So we start the fourth quarter. High formation, Petrie at the 49-yard line. Long count. Here's the handoff. Cranford, he gets grabbed right away, and he's going to be short of the first down. See where he gets marked out at the 46-yard line. Just a short gain of 3. It's going to be a long 2 yards for Metamora. The fourth quarter is brought to you tonight by Spring Valley City Bank. Football isn't the only winning program with a rich history in our community. Spring Valley City Bank has been helping with all your banking needs for 120 years. At Spring Valley City Bank, they know that experience and relationships matter. Spring Valley City Bank brings us the fourth quarter.
They're looking to go for the 2, huh?
4th and 2, shotgun formation. He's going to keep it himself, and he's got it again. Boy, they gave him a generous spot there, but he did get across the first down marker. He's inside the 49. We'll stop the clock here. Let's see. Yeah, it's a first down.
Result of the play will be a first down.
Down to the, well, he said 48. I think it's down to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Redbirds. 10-12 to play here in the ball game. Metamora leads 24-14. And the defense needs a stop here. Shotgun formation again. Handoff to Cranford. He skips to the right. Now he tries to bounce it outside, and Hackenberg's there to clean things up for. He does a lot of moving around for 3 yards, but looks like he took on about 4 different defenders and skipped around, and finally Hackenberger wrapped him up, brought him down. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. He doesn't run like a 190-pound strong guy. He runs like a little scat back, like Barry Sanders there.
He looks impressive.
Yeah, he's a very good running back. He's had a lot of carries here tonight. Now they're in the I formation. Petrie under center. Long count. Gives to Cranford again. Right side, nothing. Good defensive stand by the defensive line on the left side. Number 66 over there again. Camden Greathouse for the Cavaliers. Number 45, that's Lawrence. And Morheiser, the linebacker.
Talking to the coaches.
Jaron Morheiser.
Some of the coaches were telling me Greathouse is one of the strongest pound-for-pound players on the team.
Wow. Nice play right there. Now they go back to the shotgun. 3rd and 7. Cranford in the backfield. Petrie takes the snap. He's going to throw it under pressure. He throws a little screen pass, and he is stopped. Oh, he's not stopped. He was slipped the tackle there. Boy, he was hit at the 41. He almost went to the ground.
Reception.
See who that was. That is Mason Moreheiser. Had him in his grasp. He went down on his, it looked like he almost went to his knee, but he picked himself up with his hand and picked up 6 yards on the play. Missed opportunity. Fourth and 1. Big fourth down here for the Cavaliers. They're in the shotgun formation. You know, the quarterback Petrie is going to keep it. They've got Allen in the game to run behind. He didn't get it.
Well, Derek, you called that he was going to keep it, and the LP defense, I think, thought the exact same thing and wrapped them up nice.
They were ready for that one. A whole slew of green right there, a wave. The green wave just swamped him under there. Nothing doing there. They ran off 10 plays there and turned it over on downs. Great defensive stand by LP. Bend but don't break.
It's just what they need here with 7 minutes, 26 seconds left in the game. Get the ball back and get into the end zone, hopefully.
You've got 7:26 remaining in the contest. They trail by 10. Persich brings the Cavaliers right from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the right side. Tight end left. Here's the snap. He's going to throw. He's got time. Looking right side. He throws, and it's a little behind. Landon Zellers, who tried to make a sliding catch, couldn't hang on. And it's incomplete. Clock stops on the positive side. It'll be 2nd and 10. The ball's on the 37-yard line. So LP's third possession of the second half, only their third. Metamora likes those time-consuming drives for sure. They keep the ball on the ground for the majority of it. LP punted on their first possession of the second half. 3 plays and out. Then Persich scored a 2-yard touchdown run at the 7:57 mark of the third quarter. Trip receivers. Persich under pressure. He steps up and he's going to be driven down and sacked back inside the 30-yard line. He had no time there. Heavy pressure from the Redbirds.
I think there was just a little bit of confusion there on who had to be what or coming down at the last second to get that snap off. Kind of hurt him on that one.
Yeah, inside 7 to go. It'll be a loss of 10 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 18 for the Cavaliers. Two receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. Double slot formation. Griffin May in the near slot. Persich takes the snap. Here comes pressure again. He rolls out to the right, and he's going to be caught and grabbed again. And driven back and down. Let's see the big lineman there. For Metamora, number 79 and 89. Kind of hard to see the numbers. Max Jorger, 5'9", 70, and number 89, Sam Barbarinas, 6'2", 220. So they got on Persich quick. Another big loss. It'll be 4th and 34.
Yeah, something just fell apart there on the last 2 plays for LP.
Yeah, they're bringing the pressure. The linebackers are coming. They're stunting. Looked like we had a jump there. And now a bobbled snap. Doerr's going to try to run. We have a flag down. Boy, there was some movement there on the defensive end, but no flag on the play.
It looked to be offsides on the defense, but
I thought as well. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't get into the zone. So the bobbled snap by Doerr. He had to run it. He was under pressure on the punt attempt, and That's a costly turnover on downs there. They couldn't get the punt away, unfortunately, and Dorr ran it out to the 11-yard line. And Metamora was able to knock him down there. LP is going to call a timeout. There was an injury here on the sideline, maybe. A stoppage in play with 5:36 to go. Metamora 24. LaSalle Peru 14. So a big stop, 2 sacks in that series, Brian, and that never helps when you get swarmed under by numbers. Really, I think Metamora just brought more numbers than they could block, and now Metamora is going to take over at the, I guess it's out at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10. So they'll come out with the I formation. Petrie under center. Single split. He bobbles the snap and he falls on it. That's the second time that's happened today. Petrie bobbled the snap and dropped it. He's going to lose about a half a yard back to the 17-yard line. Be 2nd and 11. Metamora's certainly taking their time. Boy, they're going to run off every second of that play clock and not give LP much of a chance here to score twice. Metamora leads by 10. In the 4th quarter, just inside 5 minutes to play. The Redbirds go back to the shotgun formation. It's going to be and now the play clock's down to 0 and a timeout for Metamora. That'll be their 2nd of the 2nd half. They were slow to get that play off. They got a player in late. It looked like Petrie was going to keep that one as well. So they've shared the workload between Cranford and Petrie on the ground for sure.
Yeah, they
Both
sure have.
You had mentioned it. We spoke before the game. You had mentioned Petrie and Cranford were their 2 kind of stud running backs here, and they've shown it today. There's talk that Cranford may be headed toward Northern Illinois University. We know he's being recruited by some Division I schools. And Northern's not bad. They knocked off the Irish.
Yeah, last year.
Last year.
Yep.
Yeah. It was a shock.
Only loss for the Irish in the regular season, I believe.
Right. That's exactly right. Yeah. So the Redbirds back on the field with 4:47 to play. 24-14 they lead. And it's 2nd and 11. Petrie in the shotgun. He's going to keep it as he was before the play. Runs to the right side. He's met just across the line of scrimmage. Driven down at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of just 2 on the play. Griffin May in there on the stop. Bo Lawrence again. Called his name a lot.
Yeah, Bo's had quite a game tonight with the getting in on those tackles. Big, strong kid.
Yeah, the LPs, they're anticipating the run, and they're stacking it up pretty good. Their defensive backs are coming up from support. Rinkewitz in there also on that tackle, but Metamora, well-coached team. They're letting that play clock wind down. Just 5 to go on the play clock. They hustle up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation, and here we go again. Boy.
Unless they got a timeout. Well, they did, didn't they?
Another timeout. Yeah, their coach, he's got to be ready to pull his hair out. Nick Dolinsky, that's the 3rd time they've had to call a timeout to save the play clock.
Yeah.
And one was on an extra point, so that would put some gray hairs on your head. 3:51 to go in the 4th quarter. LP's played very well defensively. Metamora is state ranked. We mentioned that
earlier. They're ranked in class. I got to get my cheat sheet out here. They're ranked in class. Well, of course, I can't find it right away.
They're 5A, I believe.
4A. They're in 4A. They're ranked number 7 in class 4A. So that's early. That could change with the enrollment shifts and such. But they're ranked number 7, and it's well-deserved. LP's played a really good ball game tonight. Now Petrie back in the shotgun. He sends Cranford in motion. A little screen pass to the near side. There's a hole there. First down and more. And it's going to be inside the 5-yard line. Number 3, Kylan McMillan. He's cleared down to the 1-yard line. So big gain on that play. Little screen pass. They faked it to Cranford to the right. Turned and threw it to the left. And he had a wall of blockers there. Found the hole. And shot down to the 1-yard line before he was brought down. First and goal for Metamora. 3.5 to play. They're knocking on the door. 24-14. High formation, and they're watching that play clock tick down to the second. So Petrie's brought the play clock under 5. Takes the snap. He's going to give to the second back through. That is Cranford, and he waltzes into the end zone there. Nice hole open there right at the 3-minute mark for the touchdown. A 1-yard run for Jadwan Cranford, and Metamora has about salted this one away. They're up 30-14 with just about right at 3 minutes to play. It is Cranford's second touchdown of the game. They're only threw the one pass, the screen pass. And now they're going to go for 2. They're up 16 points. And Petrie, that's not Petrie, that's another running back. I didn't see the sleight of hand there. Number 49, Caleb Morrison, runs that one in. 5'11", 230. Well, everybody's 200 pounds for the running backs. A nice run there off the left side. He gets the 2-point conversion. That is sponsored by Taylor Services, I think. The 2-point run there, 2-point conversion run. Taylor Services, our sponsor there. We appreciate their backing of Cavalier football. Metamora on top, 32-14 with 3 minutes to go. And Brian, not much you can do. We mentioned this early in the broadcast that big offensive line wears you down. They had that big drive right before halftime that was over 15 plays. They had another drive here in the third quarter that was over 10 plays, and they just keep wearing on you.
Yeah, it definitely takes a toll. There's some big guys out there that can push their way around.
Not only the offensive line for Metamora, and then you got to tackle those running backs that are a couple hundred pounds. Here's the kickoff now. It's going to be a short one again, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Marks it at the 20. LP touched that one?
No, I believe it went out of bounds. Should have been a flag.
Let's see a flag. Let's see. Now they're picking it up from the 20. Yeah, it looks like they're going to bring it out to the 45. I don't see a flag anywhere, but they definitely went out of bounds. It'll come up to the 45-yard line. That's where LP will start their next drive with 3 to go here in the contest. They trail 32-14.
Or to the 35 anyway.
35. Metamora got the first one at the 45. Maybe that's where it went out. Anyway, 35-yard line. Persich in the shotgun formation. Play clock down to 4.
And he gets the snap away just in time. Back to throw. Under pressure again. Rolling to the right side. Persich has some room. He's across the 40, 45, and he's brought down near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Showed the speed there.
He
Very
did.
nice.
Yeah, he did. McMillan made the tackle for the Redbirds, and Persich got around the defensive end who tried to catch up to him. Couldn't. A nice run, first down. From the 35, a gain of 14 yards, and they're back in the shotgun right away. Trips to the left side. Back to throw. Now Persich drifts out to his left. He's got a man inside Metamora territory, and he's thrown down forward. That's number 3, Ryland Rinkewitz. A nice pitch and a catch there. Metamora playing off the ball. That's a first down again to the 42-yard line. That is a completion sponsored by Eureka Savings Bank. Cavalier completion. Visit Eureka Savings Bank online or at their locations in LaSalle, Peru, Oglesby, Mendota. Experience Eureka Savings Bank, and there's another Eureka Savings Bank completion from Persich.
Right again to Rinkewitz. Nice catch.
9-yard gain on that one. And LP working quickly. Persich looking to run. He's got some room. Slips through. He's got some open grass. To the 10. Down to the 5. Touchdown. Marion Persich, 32 yards. Wow. That was a heck of a run right up the middle. He made some nice cuts at midfield. He had some open green turf. I said grass, turf.
Really showed there why the colleges are looking at Marion. Some good running upfield, and he's got the speed and the arm.
I'll tell you what, he got into that secondary, and nobody was in too big of a hurry to get in front of Marion Persich and try to make a tackle. This is, what a run. He's got the speed and, of course, the size.
What I like with Persich, too, he'll put a shoulder down and take out the defense just as well.
Right. 32-yard touchdown run. LP goes for 2. The plow up the middle, and it's going to come up a little bit short.
Two-point conversion is no good for the Cavaliers.
So the touchdown by Marion Persich. Town and Country Services touchdown. Doing whatever it takes 24/7. Plumbing, electric, heating, and cooling for over 100 years. Check out townandcountryservices.com. And Taylor Services, the sponsors of the two-point conversion. You can plan on scoring extra points in comfort with Taylor Services. They service all makes and models and carry today's most popular brands. Taylor Services, sponsor of the two-point conversion. Got a Subway scoreboard update. Let me see if I can find my... Bear with me just a second. I'm scrolling through my phone. Let's see. We have Erie Prophetstown on top of Hall. High school 19-7. That's been a bit ago. We have Seneca over Sangamon Valley 44-7. Taylor Ridge Rock Ridge on top of Princeton 36-29. That's all of those scores a bit dated here, but been a little busy up here. It's been nonstop action on the field. So there's our scoreboard update sponsored by Subway, Spring Valley, Peru, LaSalle, Marseilles, Ottawa, and Oglesby. Subway, eat fresh.
I suppose, Derek, we're going to be looking at an onside kick here, would you say?
I think so. LP trails 32-20, 1:46 to play. Metamora certainly feels that way. They have all of their players up within 20 yards, 15 yards of the football. Pantoja to kickoff. He squibs one, and Metamora gets right on it. It was snagged by the lineman who was up on the front line.
First and 10 from their own.
Looks like number 14, maybe a receiver, Stefan Kierski, sophomore. defensive back. That's some trust on your sophomores there. Good play. Metamora takes over on the 42-yard line. Be 1st and 10, a minute 45 to play. Petrie still in at quarterback, and the coach is not happy. There's a player, I think, that's not on the field. We only have 10 guys on the field, so here's the snap. Petrie's going to keep it, running to the right side. Scatters back and forth out to the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6. And wind the clock down as much as they can here. About a minute and a half to go in this one. Metamora will move to 2-0 on the season. The Redbirds have an interesting game next week, Brian. They are playing Washington, who is a conference opponent and probably their biggest rival. And they're playing them early in the season. In the past, that game has been the last game of the year, and it's always been one for the conference title throughout. But this year, for whatever reason, they're it's the third game of the year. Here's the handoff now to still Cranford. He's looking to just fall down on the ball and run out the clock here. He was a capture. We're going to have a timeout by LP with 41.9 to play. They do trail by 12. It's not impossible if they can get the ball back quickly and score quickly.
Look at LP's schedule for the next week. Looks like they're going to be away in Ottawa, playing at Ottawa. Week after that at Morris, and then at Rochelle till we come back at home on October 3rd, back to Howard Fellows Stadium on October 3rd to play Ottawa again.
Yep, 3 straight road games here for the Cavaliers, and they'll take them into October. 2 tough ones there, Morris and Rochelle, both on the road. Those will be some tough games. And then Ottawa at home, as you mentioned, on October the 3rd.
You know, obviously, Metamora's got a state-ranked team. Everything's solid, but I mean, there's a lot of good we've seen from LP tonight as well.
Yeah, LP's defense has been really good, I think, tonight, and they certainly going up against a tough Metamora defense. They're in a shotgun formation again, 41.9 to go, and it's 3rd and 6. Petrie's going to keep it running left side. He runs hard, and see who made that tackle. It was Rinkewitz. A little slow to get up in the secondary. Oh, they're going to give him the first down. I thought he was, the football was well, it's almost irrelevant, but it was short of the first down. They gave him the first down. So they needed to get to the 47-yard line. They're only at the 48, so generous ruling there. But nevertheless, 20 seconds. The clock's going to continue to run. I think this one's going to be over, Zabby. It's
I think that's it.
Pretty close to the play clock. And so we will take a short break. We'll come back and wrap things up here. You're listening to Cavalier football on WLPO 103.9 FM and the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. We'll be back right after this.
This is Liz Bishop, wishing everyone in the LP High School community a fantastic school year. To our students, we're proud of your hard work in the classroom. Keep it up. To our athletes, stay focused, train well, and play hard. To our community, our students represent our future, and their efforts on and off the field deserve our encouragement. Your support matters. Please show up and cheer them on loudly. This is Liz Bishop. Good luck, LaSalle Peru Cavaliers. Make us proud.
From Princeton to Ottawa, Mendota to Streator, and everywhere in between, it's Starved Rock Local, 103.9 WLPO.
Back at LaSalle Peru High School, Brian, the Metamora Redbirds come to town and they get their second victory of the season. They defeat the LP Cavaliers 32-20. It's a hard-fought, physical game, no doubt about it. And the Redbirds showed why they are state-ranked and number 7 in Class 4A. They've got a really good team, good skill positions, and a nice offensive line. LP defense has a lot to be proud about here tonight, I think.
I would say to be able to stop those two, to stop, not so much stop them, but to at least hold them a little bit here for Petrie and Cranford. You're talking about two outstanding athletes that our defense really, stuck up to and knocked them around quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, Cranford did end up with 2 touchdown runs, and Petrie one of his own. They each had a 1-yard touchdown run. Metamora started off the game on their opening possession, received the kickoff, and on a penalty went out to their 45-yard line and drove it down 55 yards in 9 plays. Cranford topped it off with a 5-yard run, but LP tied it up on a Marian Persic 11-yard TD run. They got the 2-point conversion and then tied it up. But right before the half, I think that was the backbreaker that Metamora scored a touchdown with I think about 5 seconds left to play in the first half, and looked like LP was going to hold them, and unfortunately they scored that touchdown, and that was a big one.
One thing I really like to see, though, is the passing. The passings come from years past in LP. It used to be just a hard-nosed running football team, but a lot of times the game changes. You got to pass a lot more nowadays, it seems like, and we have that passing capability. We got some receivers. We've seen Moheiser make an incredible catch tonight. Lazellers, a bunch of them. Rinkewitz. Just nice to get those passes down.
Yeah, a good spread of receivers and targets, that's for sure. The lead running game was Persic, of course. I'm not sure that other than Hackenberger had a few nice runs there in the fourth quarter, but LP, they've got a game next week at Ottawa, so they can get on the winning track. I think that'd be a good one for them to get on the winning track, and then a couple of tough ones after that, but maybe they could build up some momentum there next week as they head to Morris.
That's always a big game in Ottawa. You can kind of throw the records out the door. When you're playing Ottawa, that's just one of the big rivalries, and that should be a fun game next week, no matter what, even though it's in Ottawa.
We will take another break here on WLPO, and when we come back, we'll have the Bill Walsh Automotive Drive of the game and the First State Bank Player of the game. When we come back on WLPO, you're listening to LaSalle Peru Cavalier football.
What's your game plan this fall? Don't let your comfort get sidelined. Grazier's Plumbing and Heating is ready to tackle every heating and air problem head on. We proudly install and service Carrier heating and cooling systems known for their industry-leading performance and reliability. Call today for your fall clean and check. We'll ensure your home's comfort is a sure win all season long with a high-quality Carrier system. Call Grazier's Plumbing and Heating at 882-2111. That's 882-2111. Grazier's Plumbing and Heating and Carrier, a winning game plan.
Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Hi, I'm Derek Brayton, your Oglesby Edward Jones financial advisor, and I want to help make your retirement goals a reality. Let's talk about where you are, where you want to be, and how we get you there. Together, we can plan for the expected and make sure you're ready for the unexpected. Call me at 815-883-9556 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Marty Persich, owner of Map Quality Fencing and Decks. My son Marian is the quarterback of your LaSalle Peru Cavaliers. His grind and dedication on the field is something that inspires us every day here at Map Quality Fencing. We channel that same dedication into every project we do, offering many low-maintenance fence and deck options that are backed by lifetime warranties. So whether you're in need of a brand new deck or a safe place for your pets to roam, give us a call today at 815-579-2435 or visit mapqualityfencing.com.
Subway in LaSalle would like to make your day with their new meal of the day. Get a 6-inch sub, a small drink, and 2 cookies for only $6.99. Want more? Upgrade to a footlong for just $3 extra. The best part? The sub changes every day, so you can enjoy a new deal all week long. Looking to make your day even better? Order through the free Subway app, and your meal of the day will be ready when you arrive. Plus, earn points for Subway cash with MVP rewards. Get the meal of the day today, only $6.99 at Subway in LaSalle, Peru, Spring Valley, and Oglesby.
An Illinois Valley tradition for sports continues on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Here to wrap things up at Howard Fellows Stadium, Derek Brayton and Brian Zebron here with the Bill Walsh Automotive Drive of the Game. LP Drive of the Game brought to you by Bill Walsh Automotive Group. Find your next ride at BillWalsh.com without doing any driving at all. That's BillWalsh.com. And Brian, the last drive of the game, the last one, Persich with a 32-yard run. It was an exciting run there when they needed it. 3 minutes they took over at their own 45-yard line, and Persich capped it off with a nice run. We'll give that one as the Bill Walsh Automotive Drive of the Game.
And that Persich, he's just so multifaceted, you know, with the running, with the passing, with the, like I said, I love when he lowers that shoulder. He puts some hits on these defensive players. They're going to probably be remembering tomorrow.
So we'll designate that one as the drive of the game, and the First State Bank player of the game, the LP player of the game, brought to you by First State Bank. Locally owned, committed to exceptional service and banking products like Zelle and on-the-go mobile banking. To learn more, contact the winning team at First State Bank. And Brian, player of the game for LP.
I'll tell you, on defense, I really loved watching tonight and just seeing Bo Lawrence kind of blow up the offensive line, make some strong hits on the running backs, the quarterbacks, everything. You know, Bo's been he's been a 4-year starter for LP. You know, his freshman, sophomore, and then junior and senior year, he's been a starter. He's kind of undersized for your typical lineman, but it's never stopped him. Like he plays like he's one of those big guys, which, you know, he's big and strong anyway. He just doesn't have that massive size as some of the other linemen.
Yeah, he had an outstanding game here tonight. I can't disagree with you on that. A lot of guys in on a lot of tackles. We called a lot of names here tonight, Rinkiewicz and Hackenberger, but Bo Lawrence, really good game here defensively against some tough opponents tonight.
Yes.
We'll take another break here on WLPO 103.9 FM. We'll thank our sponsors again, and we appreciate you joining us, our listening audience and viewing audience on the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. We'll be back right after this.
Are you ready for a change that truly makes a difference in your financial journey? This is Jan, and it's time to switch to First State Bank. I get it. Moving your accounts can be a pain. At First State Bank, we have all the tools and support to guide you through every step, making the transition as smooth as possible. We have superior products, cutting-edge technology, and an expert team to make your life easier, just like it should be. Make the switch today. Come see your friends at any of our convenient locations or online at firststatebank.biz. Either way, welcome to First State Bank. Member FDIC.
We have great news for our Bill Walsh Streeter customers. Even though the Bill Walsh Streeter location is closed, we're happy to invite you to any of the 5 full-service Bill Walsh dealerships in Ottawa, just 16 miles to the north, including Bill Walsh Chevrolet, GMC Hummer, where we're also honoring all of your specials and loyalty perks. The same friendly faces you've trusted for years are now in Ottawa, including Pete Honiotis and John Rao, plus all of the technicians and sales staff too. To make it even easier, we're offering free pickup and delivery service for your service and parts needs, including free loaner cards. From simple maintenance like tires and batteries to major repairs, we can help. You'll find helpful people and a great selection from 13 new vehicle manufacturers, plus the largest used vehicle inventory anywhere. Always nearly 1,000 vehicles in stock for immediate delivery, and the best financing plans from household names that love Bill Walsh deals. You'll continue to enjoy a fast, fun, and friendly service and sales experience. We still believe in and support the community we've called home since 1990. Bill Walsh and BillWalsh.com, #1 for a reason.
Some limits apply. See dealer for details.
This is Liz Bishop, wishing everyone in the LP High School community a fantastic school year. To our students, we're proud of your hard work in the classroom. Keep it up. To our athletes, stay focused, train well, and play hard. To our community, our students represent our future, and their efforts on and off the field deserve our encouragement. Your support matters. Please show up and cheer them on loudly. This is Liz Bishop. Good luck, LaSalle Peru Cavaliers. Make us proud.
Not all local is created equal. This is Starved Rock Local, 103.9 WLPO.
So back at LP High School, we will wrap things up here. The Metamora Redbirds
defeat the LP Cavaliers 32-20, your final score. We'd like to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Grazer's Plumbing and Heating, Triple Service Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric, Town and Country Services, Autocraft Collision Center in LaSalle, Carpet Weavers, WeTech Wealth Management, IVCU, Illinois Valley Credit Union, Family Pride Cleaners, Edward Jones in Oglesby, Taylor Services, Subway in the Illinois Valley, Eureka Savings Bank, Spring Valley City Bank, Heartland Auto Body, Blackhawk Brokerage, The Locker Room, Gergovich Family Chiropractic, Bill Walsh Automotive Group, and First State Bank, all making a YouTube broadcast and the LPO radio broadcast possible. I'd like to thank Mike Redmond, our engineer back at the studios, John Spencer as well, Jeremy Aiken, who gave me a tutorial this week on how to run the technology here. So thank you to all of them as well. Brian, thanks for helping us out here this week, and I guess we'll see things. We'll be back on the air, or I will be, in about 3 weeks.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
nice...
I appreciate you having me. Kind of my freshman appearance here, I would call it. But I had a lot of fun, and it's always fun to watch some LP football on a Friday night.
Yep, a nice game for LP. They just couldn't quite match Metamora. Final score 32-20 here at Howard Fellows Stadium. And thank you very much for tuning in on WLPO and watching on the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. Have a good night, everyone.
We hope you enjoyed this presentation of 103.9 WLPO Sports. WLPO proudly continues our tradition of bringing you the biggest games and best matchups. For Illinois Valley and Starved Rock Country news, weather, and sports, start your day with Rod and Tom. Then check back throughout the day for updates. 103.9 WLPO, Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.